tons. Dude, I watch street food videos from everywhere.
So do I. I'm like addicted to them. Except
I am addicted to street food videos.
Except that Food Ranger guy. I can't stand him.
Oh yeah, I don't like him either.
So do I. I'm like addicted to him. Oh, what the
Okay,
devil?
who's playing back? Somebody's playing back right now.
Same watch. Food Ranger guy. I can't stand him.
Oh, Jerry, you're playing back. Okay.
But I don't know where.
It's coming out of your speakers somewhere.
I just turned my speaker down. I don't know where it's coming from. That's pretty weird.
It was an inception going on there. I liked it.
Wait a minute.
Inception. Sounds scary.
Everything's okay now. Everything's safe. We're all fine.
But that shouldn't have been happening.
Grim, how was your trip on Thursday? You took a little adventure, didn't you?
Oh, Wednesday night I did. It was awesome.
Wednesday night. Yeah.
Wait, I got to run the intro.
Okay.
I forgot. God damn
the
it,
intro.
Tony.
Are we recording this? What's going on here?
It's a hive.
It's a hive.
It's still imagine it's not recorded.
It's not recorded, you know, like for redistribution.
Oh, so we're just streaming.
Hive.
Yeah, it's a hive.
Mm-hmm. It's a shit show on YouTube.
We need more of those in our lives.
As many as possible.
Yes, we
shit.
do.
It was recording again.
Are you looping?
Looping.
Looping.
Might be loopy.
Welcome, everyone. It's been the last hive we did was in July.
In July? Are you serious?
It's been so long.
It's like 6 or 7 months. That's insane.
Tell me about it.
Wow.
Been a long time.
Even YouTube it can't make it out like how many months ago it was. Like 6, 5, 4? I don't know.
But we don't know.
But we don't know. Where's James?
Yeah.
God damn it.
I don't know. I texted
We need the
him.
soundboard.
Can you
texted
guys hear
him,
me
but
still?
Yeah.
Yes, Bill.
We can hear you.
There you are.
We
that
can't
better?
hear Steaky Bob,
Yeah,
though.
You're coming through much better. Steaky Bob's muted.
Steaky Bob.
Yeah, the brothers strut. I like it.
I just listened to a podcast about the Brothers Grimm on Thursday, I think.
Did you see that fucking Podoodle guy did a Conspiranormal Podoodle?
What's a
Oh, really? I
Podoodle?
saw he's been doing a lot. Does he usually do Where Did the Road Goes?
Yeah.
And then, or she, I don't know who it is.
Yeah, it. Why didn't they do our Conspiranormal, the one I was on? What the fuck?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure. I say you file a petition or something.
A Podoodle petition. Wait a minute.
Probably because you brought that one host over to CWS towards the end of your podcast, and then
Adam and Surfia.
That's the host to Conspiranormal.
Right? Yeah. And then Grimm read that email in whatever fucking uwu.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I did read
without
hate mail.
without any background for that
that's
guy.
cool.
He's just
Dude,
looking
Adam
at it.
and Surfia, they get it. They've listened to Cruise a Mistake. They know what they're getting into by just jumping in.
Plus, they're cool. I mean, they don't give a shit. Well, maybe they do, but we don't give a shit if they give a shit.
No, we don't care.
Yeah, fuck it. Who cares?
I
Anybody
don't
can
care.
come
Phil,
in.
get in here.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm texting him the Discord right now, or the
Okay.
Zoom link right now.
He's a mess.
Because he's a mess.
Why doesn't
so
he have
it sounds
Discord?
perfect.
Why don't you have Discord?
I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, what is he
don't-
doing? He's not in Discord
know.
anymore?
I don't know what. No, he's in Discord. I don't know what his problem is.
Here.
But he just got the Zoom link texted to him. So get your shit together, Phil. And get your fucking ass in here. God. So
I put the Zoom link into the chat. Anyone can join.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
And if you're
Thanks for
annoying,
doing
I'm gonna
that,
kick
Jerry.
your fucking ass out. So
Yes.
Yeah, easily kicked and muted.
I was just about to turn on Netflix to find something to space out to, and then I got your notification. So
Hell yeah.
thank you.
I
I was
watched.
just gonna veg out with the first 3 episodes of Star Trek Picard again.
How is that?
Dude, it's good.
Dude,
Yeah.
and finally you can feel the heartbeat of Star Trek again
Yes.
somewhere in the universe.
Yeah, because I heard everybody bitching about Discovery. I've never been a big Star Trek guy, but I
Discovery's
follow it.
woke trash.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Hmm.
There were aspects of Discovery that were really good, and then there was the rest of the show,
Yeah.
and it was
That's the
absolute
CBS
shite.
one.
No, it's CBS, I think.
Yeah,
Mhm.
CBS Star Trek Discovery.
Yeah, but that's different than the Picard thing, though,
Yeah.
right?
It's
Both
a
on
different
CBS,
series.
so.
They're both on the CBS streaming service, though.
Oh, okay.
I did watch a review of the last episode, and it wasn't particularly negative, which was nice. But there were a couple things like nitpicky things, like, oh well, someone is smoking a cigar, and I was like, well, yeah, we get it. We know Roddenberry didn't want people to smoke on the original Star Trek, and I get that, but
I did
they're not
know that.
necessarily advertising Camels, so
Well, they should all be vaping at that point in time.
Yeah, they
oh,
should
that's
really.
what it
It's
was.
the
They
future.
showed
Yeah.
vaping. They showed vaping on Star Trek Picard.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that chick's
They were
vaping
vaping?
like she's a badass. I'm a badass
Yeah.
and I vape.
It's snake plant leaf. Ooh.
I don't like that character.
I didn't like her character either.
What
I
did-
did really like the uniforms they had for that era of Star Trek, though.
Yeah.
I'm like, give me those in the game. Sorry, I play the nerd. I'm a nerd. I play the game online too.
Oh, Star Trek Online.
Yeah,
Yeah, I heard it was pretty sweet.
that's why I already have a pretty good idea of what's going on with Star Trek because there's tie-ins in the online game. Online
I
game.
think I know who Big Bertha is.
I know exactly who it is.
I know who it is too.
Oh, we all know who Big Bertha is. Come on. Oh yeah, Granny Panties.
Granny Panties, get your ass in here.
Uh,
Why? I'm on my phone. Is Steaky
We
Bob
need
still
some-
muted?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sticky Bob's muted.
Where's Flavor Town? Get in here.
Oh man,
Flavor
come
Town's,
on. We need
I
the
think he's
biggest
working.
show ever. We gotta talk
alright.
about all this.
So how about
crap.
them impeachments?
Oh God, the lack of impeachments. I want to say how happy I am that we are winning so hard. We're magging harder than ever right now. And really all Trump is doing is just trolling at this point on Twitter. It's the best ever.
He's a troll.
Hi, failed.
Oh my God,
Failed.
Phil, you look so awesome.
There he
Phil
is.
Supreme.
guys?
Hey, buddy.
How's it going?
Pretty good. How you doing, workout dude?
I'm working out like a dude.
Right on. Felt like that.
Awesome.
That's about it. Yeah. That's my life. Welcome to it.
Yeah, sweet. You still
Yeah.
raving, buddy?
Every day, every weekend that I can. Yeah.
Oh yeah, nice. You still doing music?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Oh damn, you do look good.
You're not sharing with us.
Look at
so
those
fuck
dimples.
you.
Fuck.
Yeah, he doesn't share. Like I talked to Feld like 3 months ago, and I haven't
I
heard from him
know,
since.
damn
And he
it.
just appears out of the
We don't do
darkness.
Only-
anything
only when we
together
summon
anymore.
him.
So sad.
Well, yeah, he
Yeah.
was summoned.
Yeah.
There you go. You guys all thought about me.
We
Hmm.
always think about you.
Hmm.
Yeah, I've lost 105 pounds so far. I work out all the time.
Congratulations.
You look awesome.
amazing.
That's
Oh, yeah, man, that's
so
great.
great.
Got a woman
You got
yet?
anything
Five
different with your
pounds.
diet?
Dude, you almost lost a Grim steak. Like that's
pretty
insane.
I only eat fruits, meat, and vegetables. That's it. No processed, no bread, no nothing, no pastas, and I just work out an hour and a half a night if I can.
You're gonna
What
look.
about
You're gonna look like
burgers?
The Rock.
I don't
Probably.
need any gluten at all, actually. So, yeah. Just fresh produce. Anything that Mother Nature makes. That's what you should eat. Nothing
Yep.
else.
Are you still doing the same
Exactly.
work?
Yeah. I'm still up
a
doing
camp?
the same stuff.
Are you
Same
the
camp.
Man of oil.
Cool.
Same
Oh,
everything.
man.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been busy, but that's my life. Miss you
All right,
guys.
man.
We're
been a
proud
long
of you.
time.
We've
buddy.
missed you.
It's been since July.
Yeah,
I
I've heard
missed
you
Phil
got into
painting.
some little problems there, Jerry, but
Yeah.
you're looking good again.
I had pneumonia, and then which caused congestive heart failure, which caused my kidneys to shut down. It was a cascade of fuckery.
Jeez,
Yes,
Cascade of fuckery.
definitely.
sounds terrible.
Man.
New favorite term.
Okay, I'm gonna
Could be a band
listen
name.
in and work out a bit.
All right, buddy.
Cascade
Well,
of fuck-
keep getting strong. Keep
Yeah,
getting
buddy.
strong.
Thanks, man.
Love you, Phil.
Love you
Love
guys.
you.
Later.
Swole's a
Bye.
goal.
Later. Later.
I like that he changed his name.
To what?
Failed Supreme.
Failed Supreme.
It's like Burrito Supreme.
Vermin
Mhm.
Supreme's
Nacho Supremes.
other half.
Dude, Vermin
Did you see
Supreme's
that?
he's gonna win the
Supreme is the
libertarian
boss?
candidate.
No. Did you see
Okay.
that story? Vermin Supreme stopped Pete Buttigieg's I don't know, fucking SUV
His
or whatever.
car, and he was screaming
yeah.
"boot head at him. Like he's a genius. Like I love him so much. But dude, if you see all his shenanigans, but he's a pretty well-spoken dude. Like if he's
Dude, he
actually
is.
just talking, it's awesome.
That
I love
donkey
him.
speech. I thought I was going to get one if he actually got elected.
Oh man, we're all getting ponies.
Or ponies.
Yeah,
ponies,
everybody
not
gets some ponies, and he runs. Yeah, he's just that's the nonsense
We
we
totally need ponies. Everybody
Mhm.
needs ponies.
need. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And that.
It sounded very relieving.
It was uneventful
Well, that's a good thing, though, right?
and
I mean, what did you want to happen?
unsatisfying.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
not unsatisfying though.
So, this coronavirus.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to get worried.
No, Suzanne, don't you dare get worried. No, that's just gonna feed into it. It's all fear
It
porn. Don't
is.
feed into it.
is.
Don't
It
give
is.
it energy. It's just it's gonna die in China like every other thing happens.
It only targets
don't think it-
Asian people.
It's
I'm pretty
specifically
sure that's
designed,
it.
and
All the
we
China's-
British white dude.
Mellow
that's-
Horrors better watch out then.
yeah, Mel Horse is Asian as fuck.
Is
But
he?
Eating rice.
all I gotta say is, what was it? $75 billion in tariffs were cut the other day.
Yep.
So
But that
there
was
you go.
part of the trade deal. It was expected.
Yeah. Was it?
Yeah.
Didn't their economy come to a halt because of this coronavirus?
No.
Isn't it crippling their economy right now?
Pretty
No,
much.
no,
Yeah,
They
no.
dropped it.
much.
They dropped tariffs 75% or some shit on
No.
all
Yeah.
U.S. imports.
Yeah, they-
this past week.
That's part
They
of
did.
the
Jerry's saying
U.S.
that was
trades
part of
deal.
that was part of the.
So you're
deal.
saying this was
No,
in place before the coronavirus was going on?
Yes.
The story I heard that I read was because of the coronavirus.
That's
they
what I
dropped
heard too.
It didn't
It's-
have anything
it's-
to do with the.
Because their economy's horrible right now because it's
whatever.
just in chaos.
How can we even tell if that's true?
How do we even know anybody's getting sick, Jer? How do we even know any of this is real?
We don't.
We don't, and exactly. So who cares?
Big Bertha says you can get it from
Coronavirus.
Deep Booty Love.
There you go. I mean,
You're a dirty Bertha.
Mm,
might have coronavirus.
you might. I think
From
you
Deep
might.
Booty
Maybe-
Love with the Corona bottle, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, exactly.
Birds
No,
aren't
not even
real.
empty.
Yeah,
Still
birds aren't
completely
real.
full. Still full. Shake it up.
Hey,
Pop the top
Radagast
in your
is here.
ass.
Hey, buddy.
Boom. Good to go.
Mm.
That sounds
Coronavirus.
exciting.
So yeah,
No,
I
it
just love
doesn't.
how the left is going crazy.
Oh, it's
Well,
great.
I like how they're. I like
fucking love
how they're blaming people of being racist, like the racism card. It's like
it.
no,
That's
it's like
all they have
why-
left. That's
But
all
why
they have
is
left.
disease? Why is being afraid of a sickness racist?
Okay,
Like, I
well, first of
just-
all, the
Wait,
whole
what?
racism game is a Saul Alinsky commie thing. That's what you use to attack your opponent when
Mhm.
they disagree with your position.
And you don't have anything better to say.
Nope.
Yep.
Because it's like
Well,
it's an
race- if
untenable
you-
position. Like what? You can't
Exactly.
disprove
It
it. It's
is.
like, I'm not racist. Sure you are.
You can accuse anybody of anything, but prove that. I mean,
It's like
it's
being
not.
anti-Semitic.
Can't prove a negative.
Yeah, but hold up. Does it really matter? It's not illegal to be racist. So even if you aren't, and people are coming out with you that, just own it and scream in their face. Yes. So what? What are you going to do about it? It's crazy. It's crazy to even this identity politics and this woke culture. It's all just going to explode. The young generation is not going to put up with this shit. It's not going to happen.
They're the ones
They're
who are
already
pushing
not.
it.
No, they are pushing
no,
it.
No,
it's
they're not.
the
No, they're
ones that
not.
my generation is pushing it.
Okay.
The
Okay.
younger
Well,
ones, like the millennials, are the ones that have
yeah,
woke
Ben's
culture,
generation,
and they're the
like, fuck
yes,
this shit.
exactly.
Because-
the young kids right now, they see this, they don't want the
They
rules.
all
When has a
see it, yep.
teenager ever
Yeah.
fallen in line and wanted
You know
rules?
why?
Teenagers
Because
Yeah.
all
Where's
those
Mellow
fuckers,
Horrors? We
they
need
got,
him to come on.
they all got participation trophies and,
Yes.
safe spaces and all that
But
bullshit.
that's the thing. None of these kids even played sports to get participation trophies. Like, I understand that
no, there
analogy.
are
You know what it
Yeah.
is? Clown World.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
100%,
Please
Jerry.
don't do that
Yes.
again. Please
Yes.
don't do that again. It hurt my ears.
You got your volume too high,
Did you
Bill.
drill that thing?
Turn it down. But no, I mean, I don't know. I don't see woke culture lasting much longer.
I'll be right back.
It's a phase.
So Jack and Bet, the 21 to 19, and
Mhm.
even Andrew, so he's 33. There will be 33. That generation, not Jack and Ben's too, but not as much. The participation trophy, definitely your guys' generation. You and Andrew and Ashley, they all got trophies.
Right. I never got a trophy.
You didn't.
I
Well,
didn't
did
play.
you
I didn't play sports though.
participate?
No, I didn't participate in anything. Are you kidding me?
Well, you would
Not
have
a
got a
stupid
trophy.
sheep.
The only trophy that I got was for basketball camp, and it was like something for, I don't know, mental attitude or some shit.
But you got molested by George Takei in front of your mom, so that's kind of cool.
Oh, dude, I have a picture of that.
Oh, your brother already posted it in Discord.
Oh,
The
he
picture
did?
of you. Yeah, the picture of you guys and George Takei. Totally. It's there.
Is he feeling you up?
100%.
What's going on? I haven't seen it.
It's in Discord, Susan.
Is it right
Just
now?
Scroll up. Yeah, oh yeah, it's in there right now.
What?
Yeah, just
I
scroll up a
put
little
it in
bit. He
there.
posted it in there.
Stakey Bob, unmute yourself and come and fight me.
Come and fight me.
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, there you are.
There
What's up,
he
man?
is.
Yeah. Hey.
Hey,
Yeah, Takai's totally got his left arm up.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, he's touching you guys all
Look at you
essentially.
little Trekkies.
Little Trekkies.
So cute.
I'll have to dig out the picture that Mom took of us after we got all of our Klingon.
Oh, she had to rip that crap off her forehead.
You guys
put,
dressed
like,
up as
this, like,
Klingons.
Plastic, like clay glue stuff
Appropriation.
all over
that's
our forehead to make the wrinkles that the Klingons have. And then she had to like rip that off after it being on there for like 12 hours. It was
It hurts.
painful.
Man. That's crazy.
Jerry's back.
I'm back.
Oh, here we go. We just got in the chats. The grenade. He says, "My generation is Gen Z, and we are not woke squad." So yeah, exactly. Gen Z is not woke squad. But the new generation is going to push back, and it's going to be like, we're going to go back to ironic racism.
I
We're
think
going
they
to go
already
back to
are
all the
pushing
shit.
back.
Cruising with Steak's going to be relevant.
No, that ain't gonna happen.
It's always relevant.
In some
Come on.
timeline, it
You
is,
know it
though,
is,
which
Jerry.
is scary to think.
It's in some timeline. In some timeline, we have thousands of
every
listeners.
Too bad it's not our
We're the
timeline.
most popular podcast.
We just got to learn how to timeline hop. I've been listening to a lot of Jessa Reed lately, and I love her podcast Soberish, but just talking timeline hopping and just 5D ascension, like we're going there.
Dude, you should listen to
I
Tim
thought we were already
Refat.
there.
Refat talks about how what real
egotistical.
Illuminati magic is where the sorcerer
Refat.
Oh yeah, Suzanne, get pissed at his
he
egotistical
remote
ass.
views the timeline. The Illuminati black magic magician remote views all the timelines to the Omega point, and then hops timelines into the ones he wants to be in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I mean
I could do that.
I mean, really, can't we all do that? Isn't that almost like
We
what
could.
intention work? Isn't that what it like intention work and like really trying to like
No.
even doing sigil work or anything? Like
No.
you're
It's like if
It's
you
more.
don't
It's
accept what's
more of
going
a
on,
commitment than that.
You're just like, fuck this.
Is it though?
I
Is it
don't
a
know
commitment?
about
Can
Well,
that.
you're
Can we
still in
just-
my timeline, baby.
But are we, or did we hop the same timeline together?
I
Are we
don't-
are we just traveling?
I don't know.
Or
Who
is
the
this
fuck-
just a
who's-
fraction of us in this timeline? And then
Exactly.
we're talking shit in another timeline.
We
Going,
could
well,
be.
you're in blah, blah, blah timeline, and we're here, and I just jumped, and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, give me that
Yeah.
hot speculation, Suzanne. I love it.
Yes, and somewhere we're all fucking Batman.
You don't want a hot
Oh,
speculum.
100%. I think I'd be more of a Robin though.
I
sorry.
wonder
How
what
unsurprising.
for real.
Holy fork, Batman.
Totally.
I always
Totally,
love
boy.
Robin
Dude.
better than Batman.
I'm such a boy wonder.
Just saying.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but when you say that,
You
I
are,
just
boy
see
wonder.
somebody spread eagle over something and you with the whip.
Oh,
So it's like, I'll teach you the meaning of boy wonder.
Ankles tied to wrists.
Fine mental picture.
Man,
I just
there
want
I
goes
think her
Adam.
name is Lady Eboshi.
Yeah, Adam's remote viewing me again. Jeez.
Hey, when you feel something warm on your face, that's him.
I need another beer for
well,
this. I'll be right back.
I do like to spread the love.
Spread it.
Adam has a very palpable energy.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I keep it to myself most of the time.
I know. Sometimes I get feelers, though. I know you're around. Like, okay.
No, you know.
And I know you don't control it. I know.
Well, no, because I think when I unconsciously focus on people, you know.
Yeah. You could just be like, I wonder how he's doing.
Exactly.
Jerry knows when I'm summoning him.
Yeah. Fuck.
Don't you?
I felt both of you mental paging the mental behavior off and on over the years of our friendship. So yeah, absolutely. You know, it's out there in the ether. So you just like reach out there and hit the doorbell, so to speak, and then that vibration is out.
It's a good thing.
It's funny because a lot of times when I'm thinking about you, either one of you or anybody, and I'll be like, oh, I want to tell this person something. Coincidentally, they'll be texting me at the same time. I don't know. It's funny.
Or you'll just hit us up in Discord with a DM.
Yeah.
Well, no, it does happen a lot where I'll be thinking and I'm gonna type, and then you guys are typing to me already. So it's just connectivity.
But what is it? The chicken and egg? There is it the typing that pinged you, or
no? I think it's just thinking about each other.
You can't tell.
No, I really think it's just thinking about each other.
But someone had to think first.
Oh, hey, I'm pinging. Yeah, but okay. So if I think about you first, and then you start thinking about me, and then you type something
how
to me.
do it know?
How do it know?
Were you
all
thinking about me, or was I thinking about you?
Did you ever hear that joke?
Which one?
So I won't say who. A person that I used to be related to by marriage used to be an English teacher at Chicago Public Schools. And she always told this story about this kid who brought a thermos or someone had a thermos and this one kid didn't know what it was. And the teacher said, oh, it keeps the hot things hot and cold things cold. And the kid said, how do it know? Well, she told this joke and I had never heard it, right? And I thought it was a true story. Until I heard some comedian say it and I looked it up. It's like fucking from 1910. It was funny.
That's hilarious.
But sad and pathetic because, if you knew that person, it'd be like, oh, that makes sense that she would lie about that.
And it only makes common sense.
It only makes sense, folks.
It only makes common sense.
James, where are you?
He's gone. James,
I can't forget about the 5.6.
He's probably taking nappy naps on his couch after he's crushed a Sando. That's what he does.
See, even the grenade said it's an old joke. But I'd never heard it when she told me, and I didn't know it was a joke. It was like a funny story. It was like an anecdote from her teaching days.
That's
whatever.
Funny.
She was a Shakespeare expert.
Oh.
Expert, huh?
So everything had to relate to a Shakespeare.
I didn't get that much Shakespeare in high school. Did you guys?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
We had to read Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, but that's it.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't take like English. I didn't take like English lit or anything.
The Odyssey.
Oh, I didn't do any of that.
I read that in Greek.
I was in basic English.
When I took Latin in high school, I had to read that. I took Latin and Greek class in freshman year. We read the Iliad in Greek or in Latin.
God, they stopped doing Latin years before I was in high school.
Well, yeah, I'm fucking old.
He was in a Catholic school.
No, I was a Jesuit school.
Yes, Jerry's a Jesuit.
No, I'm not. I was
Vatican II.
They kicked me out.
Jeez.
Vatican II was in place when I was born. So.
When you were born? What?
Your what hurts?
I didn't say twat. You got me to say it though.
What?
Huh?
I didn't hear. What did you
I
say?
can't hear you.
What?
Oh, no.
Twat? I can't hear you.
What? I can't hear you.
Got an
Having an
infection.
Jesus Christ.
Dead Tony used to say that all.
What is going on?
Dead
there?
Tony used to say
I
that
don't know.
all the time.
Oh God, I can't remember who used to say it all. Somebody used to say it all the time.
Dead Tony.
Well, yeah, but I mean somebody in my life.
No,
too.
to
I don't
you,
know- I
Suzanne.
know Dead
He said it to
Tony.
you.
Dead Tony, man. Did I ever tell you the time he shit in his pants on the front sidewalk? So
Probably, but I want to
Okay.
hear it again.
So
Oh
just
my God.
just imagine. I guess he was 30 something, young 30s, alcoholic with a Vicodin addiction,
Oh wow.
like 30 a day kind of addiction. He was fucked up all
Oh.
the time, and he only had that because his tolerance was so high. Anyway, he basically just liquid shit everywhere because he only drank beer.
Oh man.
All right. I can respect that.
So he would always, we had like this thing where we would walk past each other and fart in the face of the other person. We had a lot of adolescent games that we played.
Hey,
with
that makes perfect sense. I get it.
yeah. And then waft it, give it a waft.
Mhm.
All right. How's that taste? He would go, how's that taste, Herman? He called me Herman. How's that taste, Herman? So, can you taste it? He'd always say, can you taste it?
Why Herman? Is that your middle name?
No, because my head was as big as Herman fucking Munster's, apparently.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what
That's
I was thinking. It had a Herman Munster
That's
thing
right.
going on.
Right, because
That's
he's
great.
like, your head's so big, it scared my kid. When I first met his child as a toddler, he always told me afterwards the kid cried for hours. Couldn't believe how big your head was. It's not big. I mean, actually,
Wait, Dead Tony has a kid?
he's got two.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, boy and a girl.
How did I not know this?
I don't know, because
And Suzanne, don't you have it in your Dead Tony notebook?
you didn't read the deadtony.com blog, is why.
My journal. Oh, that's why.
It's only up on the Wayback Machine now. Because
Oh,
I let
okay.
the domain go. I forgot to renew it or something. I don't know. Anyway,
Oh.
I was just cutting ties with that energy right there. Anyway, anyway,
He shit himself on the porch.
back when I smoked cigarettes, we smoked outside. So I'm outside having a smoke. I don't remember what the fuck I was doing on the front porch. And he comes out and he would call farting shitting. It was kind of, you shit your pants with that, that kind of thing. Anyway, he used to wear these cut off. They were like blue sweatpants that were cut off at the knees, like poorly.
Oh, that is
Awesome.
perfect.
And I don't know when they'd been washed. He wasn't a dirty guy. He was a meticulously clean person.
I suddenly hate involuntary remote viewing. Ew.
So anyway, he comes out on the porch. I think my friend Tom, I'm pretty sure my friend Tom was there. Tom was over. We were chatting on the front porch. He comes up, he lifts up his leg, one leg's it, and goes, and squirts out this huge liquid shit stream onto the sidewalk and all down his pants. And he goes, shit on the sidewalk like a real man, Herman. And he walked back
Just
inside.
owns it.
Walked back
Just-
inside.
Just owns it after he shits his sweatpants shorts. This makes me so happy.
This one time, so my friend
Damn.
Tom's girlfriend, wife, concubine, whatever, they're married now, but Karen, who had these
Karen
It
the
would be a
concubine.
Karen.
It would be a Karen.
Karen has probably still, I haven't seen her in a while, huge tits.
I knew that's what you were gonna say. Something in my mind was like, Jerry's gonna talk about her tits right now. There it was. This is perfect.
So Tony's always trying to get in her pants, right? Now, when Tony got drunk, he liked to gamble, so we'd always go down to Sportsman Park and play the ponies.
You're a great influence, Jerry.
Well, he couldn't drive because he was trash, so I had to take him. Anyway, Karen wanted
Yeah,
to
of
go.
course.
So he'd always, he would never win. And he'd be, these gypsy fucking horses are rigged, and, it's all rigged. And it is all rigged. The sulkies are, whatever.
Mhm.
Just, you bet on, you'll be lucky if you hit a trifecta. Anyway. He was super.
Gotta box that shit.
So while he's there, he's getting drunker and drunker and drunk. Beer after nonstop beer, right? So we leave. Karen's in the back seat, or he was in the back seat, like passed out across the back seat. And Karen's in the front seat. And we're driving. This is my Sentra, so a 2-door little shit box. Driving back to my apartment, or the house actually. And Tony's like, Karen, just out of the blue, I want to wrap my tongue around your clit and jack it off. Like, dude, that is wrong. But I'd like to see you try.
Jacking off a clit.
Iowa X is here.
You need a certain
Oswald,
woman to be able to jerk her clit off.
Oh, she laughed her balls off.
That's great.
Karen's great. Karen's got a good sense of humor. There's a story I got about Karen. So we had a vacation house all the time. We had one, but it was in different. It moved around. It was in Florida for a long time, and then for a while it was in Florida and Michigan. We had a house in Grand Beach, near New Buffalo. First we had a condo in New Buffalo, which
no clue where that is.
It's like right over the border of Michigan. From
in Chicago or
Indiana,
or what?
Indiana. If you just go on 94, if you stay on 94, you'll run into it.
Okay.
It's like a 2.5 hour drive from our house. Yeah, New Buffalo, and it was like a new not hipster, but whatever my parents were when they were in their 40s. It was
baby boomers.
No, it was like a new.
I don't know if they've ever had. Oh, they were beatniks, probably.
My folks, no, they were.
Were they beatniks?
They're boomers.
Well, that's what I just said, and you said no.
Grim, do you have any idea what's going on right now?
Beatniks and boomers and vacation homes in New Buffalo. I know exactly what's going on, Bill.
I'm telling a story.
Okay, sorry.
So, New Buffalo.
Topanga.
We lived in anyway, we had a house in Grand Beach, which was about a block and a half from Lake Michigan. It was a really nice place. It was a raised ranch. I don't know what it was. I guess it was a 2-level house, but half of it was the basement, but it opened up into the front of the house. Like you could go in.
Was it long? That's ranch style.
Yeah, it was ranch, but it was a 2-story ranch. So, but it was more like a finished basement on a ranch. But half of the house was exposed. The other half was basement. I mean,
above ground, you mean?
Above ground, below ground, whatever. It was.
Are we talking mud floods?
It was no. It was into
100%.
Half of it was in a hill, or up against a hill.
Okay.
So, like a proper basement.
Hills.
Anyway,
Who the fuck thumbs down this video? This is great content.
Jerry has a troll.
Someone does. Someone always thumbs down my videos.
Yeah, every time they thumbs them down.
Probably
motherfuckers.
They're ridiculous.
It's probably Chanter.
Probably.
No, I don't think it's him. All I have to say is
I don't think it's him either.
It's bad karma to thumbs down for that.
Yeah,
reason.
it is bad karma.
Oh, totally.
That's all I got to say.
I don't do it anymore.
I don't like or dislike anything. Anyway, this was right on Lake Michigan, and in the summer you could swim. So I was up there with Tom and Karen and Dead Tony and George and Alex. Like we had couples friends come up, and Dead Tony came. And he's drunk, of course, and they all went down for a swim, and it was really windy and really wavy. So I didn't go. I stayed back. I probably smoked a joint and was watching cartoons or something. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. And the door slams, and Tony's yelling, Herman, where are you? Herman, he's yelling, Herman, where are you? I'm like, well, I'm in here. It's like, oh my God. I can't believe it. I'm like, what? He's like, he wouldn't shut up. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Oh my God. No. What, dude? He's like, I can't believe they're real. What? I can't believe those things aren't real. I can't believe they're real. What? I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? He's like, Karen's top, she got hit by a wave and her top came off because she was in a loose bathing suit.
So she had real boobs.
Yeah, and he just came back and like emoted that whole
He was
nonsense.
amazed.
I can't believe those things are not fucking real. I cannot
So
believe
he-
it. Oh my god, they're not real. Oh my god.
He saw them and then ran away from them.
Yes.
To tell you.
To tell me. Yes. And then she comes in next. They were all coming back. I think I just made it first. But she comes in and he's like, those things aren't real. Get away from me. And he ran upstairs. It was pretty funny. But he would do shit like that all the time. He was a prankster, gangster prankster.
Gangster prankster.
That's hilarious.
This one time, like the one baseball game I've ever been to, which I didn't watch because I had to watch him because he was sneaking off to buy Coke or something. We're at this baseball game. Oh, dude. I got so many Dead Tony stories. He used to work at Cook County Hospital. He was a maintenance engineer. And you know Cook County Hospital is nasty. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So a dude he worked with, the guy he worked with's girlfriend managed bands in Chicago. And one of the bands they managed was this band called Big Shoulders, which was a really good band. And we became friends with a couple people in the band. One of them being the bassist, Gary Krolak. So we hung out with him occasionally. And this one time, me and him and Tony went to a Sox game. And we were in the bleachers right up against, well, they had one of the sections like tarped of the bleachers. I forget what they call that. This was at Comiskey. They block off a section, but they put this giant tarp over all the seats. It looks like a cover. So it was like the blue carpet. Dead Tony calls it the blue carpet. And every time the ball went up there from like a fly ball, he would like try and reach for it, and he kept falling over onto this blue tarp. So
Dead Tony.
I think we took the train there. So we took the train back, or the L, or something like that. Get in my car, and he had driven his own car. So I drove him to his car, and he was driving his parents' car at the time because he didn't have his own car yet. And
how old was he?
Under 30. I think it was 91, so he would be...
91 was a good year.
Whatever that was. He was born in 64. I can't do the math right now. I'm buzzed. Anyway, I'm like, I'll drive you home. We'll pick up your car later. He's like, nah, I'm fine. And he was not fine. The dude was like... he couldn't drive.
Not fine.
He couldn't drive. Anyway, he just got out of my car and walked to his car. I'm like, fuck it. I'm going back. So I went back home. And my wife's like, where's Tony? I'm like, he wanted to drive his own car. And she's like, oh my God. And then I don't remember how exactly we found out that he was in the hospital. He couldn't apparently get the car started. Oh, no. He got the car started and then drove it across the street and hit a pole and crashed it, right? And he broke his collarbone, and he was
damn,
like on the outside of the car, like he rolled out of the car behind it, you know, and he's on the ground screaming, trying to light a cigarette. And screaming because of, like 5 feet away from an accident where he might have ruptured the gas tank. He's so wasted, he's trying to light a smoke. People are watching him from the curb going, oh my God. Anyway, the EMTs come, and the dude pushed him onto a cart, or pushed him somewhere on his collarbone, and he kicked the guy in the face.
Jesus.
The ambulance dude, who pressed charges, and he had to go to court for that. But anyway, he got off.
Holy moly.
His dad was a circuit court judge.
Well, that helps.
Did Tony's dad was?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my God,
that'll
I'm
get
getting
you out of trouble.
this huge ringing in my ear right now.
Oh, that's not good.
It's because you know it's true.
Something's happening.
I hate that 5G crap. So what's
5G.
going on? All right, so this Wuhan stuff. There's some people that say it's 5G they're hitting them with, Anybody else got
What?
that?
I've never
Anybody
heard
else
that.
listening?
I haven't heard
5G is
that.
perfectly
Joe and
safe.
Brett.
I don't know why you're all worried
All
about
right.
it.
Okay.
You weren't just
so
worried about
what was-
4G.
No, Cliff High just had a video today. He's all wasn't freaking out, but he was telling people all the shit they should take, and he kind of freaked me out a little bit
Well, don't watch them then, baby.
about this. Well, I know, right?
I started to watch it, and I like him. He's a smart dude, but he's just annoying to listen to.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. Well,
Do you think
It
maybe-
seems like there's
over Cliff
sidetracks.
High,
Every
Joe.
paragraph, there's a sidetrack. We'll talk about
Well,
that
and
later.
that was C60. Take C60. Well, what does he sell?
I already-
C60.
I take C60 already.
You do?
Yeah, so do I. I just started that.
Oregano oil.
Isn't it super expensive?
Nah, it's like $20.
Oh, that's not
China
bad. I
is
thought
an
it was really
asshole.
super expensive.
But I love Chinese food. Especially street food videos. Fuck.
Meow.
I don't. It's like my secret.
Yes.
It's a
My-
twisted addiction. I love it.
But okay, like Food Ranger, the dude goes, ooh, ah, ooh. It's like the whole video is him going, ooh.
Yeah, I can't stand his videos because of that, though.
Ooh. Trevor
It's food
James.
porn.
Trevor James. This dude is so annoying. Like, he's cool to watch a couple times, and then it's like, I forget where he's at, Uzbekistan, and it's like he only knew one word, which was delicious. So he kept saying whatever the word was. Umami, umami, umami.
Umami.
Umami means something completely different, but that's a new
I don't know, but what about those people they're arresting?
And putting in
Oh, they're
cubes.
throwing in boxes and shit?
Putting in cubes. They stack
No,
better.
Oh, okay.
They
I
stack
didn't see
better in
that. What do you
cubes. I
mean
mean,
they
what?
put them in a cube. What
I
are you
don't-
talking about?
Okay,
here?
I'll show you the video.
Yeah, show us the video.
200 proof.
What? Like, I only saw him like throwing people in vans and like pulling them out of their houses.
Oh, they're gonna put all the cubes together and create a tesseract of pain. So.
I don't even
you
know what
see
to
this?
believe.
Sorry.
It's like- I don't know what to even how to even believe though.
Can you see this?
Like it's coming. It's
Yeah.
anything coming out of China.
I
Anything
know,
coming out
right?
of China. How can we even believe
What in
any
the
information?
fucking
Or how do we know
fuck
that
is
any of
that?
these videos are current? These could be decades old videos that are just thrown
Okay,
out there.
but-
Like
Come on, a
I-
cube? What the hell are they? What are they doing
Even if-
with that?
Okay, so even if this was old, like, why the fuck are they still doing it?
it's the white cube of
Well,
Well,
Saturn.
because it's China.
The white cube of Saturn.
White cube of Saturn.
That's what it
Never heard of
Is
is.
it
that
even
before.
playing?
As
Oh, it's
opposed-
the opposition aliens. Oh
It
my
is. It's
God.
opposition aliens. They're coming. It only makes common sense. Like we don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm skeptical about all this shit. It's all just crazy. I mean, in my existence,
All right,
I've
well,
seen bird
okay,
flu. I've
wait.
seen H1N1. I've seen freaking Ebola. I've seen Ebola like 3 times. I've seen SARS and everything. It's all just seems to be
Well,
fear
now
porn.
now there's another virus in South Africa. It's killed 100 people. They don't know what it is.
Ebola.
Well,
That was
I mean,
today.
honestly,
And
like
Rocky
unless
said he doesn't think the 5G is too far of a reach.
I've been in several. I've had 5G just like blasting on my phone. I seem pretty all right. I mean, I don't feel
They're not
boiled yet. It could be.
Chinese.
It could. You're right. It only affects
I
those damn
mean-
Chiners, Suzanne.
And
You're
it's only
absolutely
like-
right.
They
It's
just
only
haven't
like
turned on your
50 and
activation
above or
frequency
something.
yet.
That could be. I just don't know. I don't know.
Maybe they're just like,
Oh, you're getting
okay, maybe the United
placebo
States is going to
5G.
do
You're
this.
part of the control group.
It could be placebo 5G. It might be. It might be. It's true. I'm waiting for my blood to boil and the chemtrails to activate in me, but it's just.
But it's just not happening.
No, it's just not happening. I'm just still
Damn,
Damn,
going
those
about my everyday
mutations aren't
life.
coming fast
Nope.
enough.
No,
I found
not at all.
I found the video.
Why didn't that?
I'm gonna wake up with a giant tumor in my stomach tomorrow.
So these
Shut up. No,
They-
you're not.
they pulled
Yeah,
these
2
people
weeks
off the
later,
street.
Name it Gary and dress it in good shoes.
No, they weren't off the street. They had their bags packed and they were waiting to be picked up
You can hear
because they were
him.
on the sidewalk beforehand.
You can hear him screaming too.
And they get into a
Yeah,
queue.
once they get in there, she starts screaming and going nuts.
Dude, there's no windows or anything in that.
No. This is sucks for the viewers because they could hear it,
Oh,
but they
but
can't
we
see
can
nothing.
we can hear
But
her.
we
Yeah.
can see it.
No,
Yeah.
we can hear an audio track.
I want to
Yeah,
see a
right,
timestamp.
we can
I want to
hear
see a
an audio
timestamp
track.
on this.
Yeah, and I want to see if she's actually screaming in there because you could add that to any
Yeah.
freaking video.
Mhm.
Come on.
Exactly. Who
True.
posted this? Who's this trustworthy Max Howroot? Pretty legit dude. How many followers does he have? Oh, okay.
But
He's a filmmaker,
since when?
and he's a comedian and an animator.
Mm.
an activist.
So that's right there, and an activist. So
it's all garbage.
But I doubt he's
It
in.
could-
I
it
doubt
could-
he's in China.
no.
Okay.
I just
China, wow.
words don't work with this frustration I have. That's all I gotta say.
I'm not saying this is real. I was just saying it was funny.
No, totally. But it's interesting. It's like there's
The
so
thing
much
that
fear
they
porn
keep
everywhere.
reiterating is wash your hands and wear a mask. There was even like I was watching like all the videos, it was a breakdown of like all the videos of like movies.
Go ahead.
And they
give
were
it to
all
me.
videos that had like viruses in them.
Something
And
like
one
this.
of them
Oh, I'm
had,
sorry, Susan.
wear a mask, wash your hands.
Wear a mask, wash your hands.
Or
Guys,
make a
what about-
hazmat suit out of plastic bottles and hefty bags. What the fuck?
But what if like everybody was able to just absolutely eliminate their complete fear of death? Like none of this stuff would be effective on us. We just keep living our lives. I don't
If we
know.
didn't have a fear of death,
Yeah, I think there's a big fear control there. That just
well, of course, it's always there.
That's like the #1 mind control objective or
Mhm.
target.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Fear of death. How many
Just
people
get rid
think
of
that
it.
there's nothing after life? Seriously,
A
Who the
lot.
fuck even knows
I
what
don't
happens?
believe that.
Science.
Death is a living
Science,
person's
that's
concept.
it.
Dead people don't know anything
It
about
is. It
death.
really
It's all
is.
about the
It
living
really
people because
is.
the only people
Yeah.
that get affected are the people
Yeah.
mourning your death. Like when you're dead, who the
Exactly.
fuck? I mean, for
But don't you kind of like? Is it just me, or am I the only one that kind of wants to like see my funeral? But you can't because you're dead.
how do you know?
How do you
I
know,
know, but
though?
wouldn't it?
I
but
mean,
wouldn't it
until
be
we're dead,
cool
we're
to,
not
like,
going to know.
So remote view your funeral now. Geez, time and
Exactly.
distance mean nothing. Energy is, eternal. You want
There
to
you go.
Do it.
It's already happening. Your funeral's happening right now. You just
Everything
got to
that's
see
ever
it.
happened, everything that ever
Yes.
will happen, always is only happening now.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
This is the only conscious that exists right now that we're experiencing. So how could anything
Yep.
else happen?
And our
This is the
brain.
only
Well,
reality.
Well, this dimension.
What happened to our different timeline theory then?
There are different timelines, but this
Oh,
You
dimension.
everything.
realize your consciousness
But everything
is infinite and it's
happens at
ridiculous
the
to
same
think that you
time,
can
Wait,
only
this
think over
dimension imposes a physics on us, which includes time. And there are multiple timelines within this dimension,
Mhm.
like
And
sub-dimension.
it's all happening right now.
Yeah, but
Would it be infinite timelines though? Like just
I don't
basically
know. I don't know
infinite?
that. I don't know about that. But I
We don't
think
know how many.
consciousness
Yeah.
organizes the moments, the nows, into a timeline for us, so we can remember it.
So what does that make synchronicities then? If they're organizing if consciousness is
Retrocausality.
organizing time.
I don't know.
Doesn't it make it like something
does
has
deja vu
happened
then?
at the same time on another
They could-
timeline?
they could
and
be
it's like a
dimensions
synchronistic
colliding.
Thing?
I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
Dimensions colliding.
I
Thank you.
don't-
That's
I don't know.
better than what I said.
I'm not a time.
No, that makes sense to me.
So what would you say the difference is between deja vu and synchronicity?
a lot.
I would say deja vu had already happened and it's a memory, or
Yeah.
well, no,
Yeah, you got a memory
because
that
if
got
it's all
triggered.
happening at the same time, then it couldn't have been in the past.
Timeline collision.
Yeah, deja vu is weird.
It must be the same time, the same kind of timeline collision.
Right.
But
in
a
order for
deja
you-
vu is like
think
you
about that.
remember something.
Think about it this way. This is how I think about it. Your brain needs to have the memory before you can remember it. So there's a split second before you remember something. If it's like a collision, that you're going to get the download of that memory. That's what I really think. Like it's a time lag for the
Oh, a
transmission.
download of memory.
Yeah, because it's from another timeline and they're colliding, so they're overlaying each other. You need to have the same memories. And if you just thought of something and you don't have it, it's like a backfill. Like the other timeline is filling in that memory for you so you can have it. It's a good thing.
That makes sense.
That's what I think deja vus are.
Mm. All right.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Which goes to your sharding idea.
Sharding?
Sharding.
Oh, sharding.
Oh, I thought you said sharding too. Shartine. I was all excited. I was like, yes, we're pivoting back to poop.
There's logical explanations for everything. We just don't think about it enough or something. Or we don't understand what's happening enough to think about it. But I think there's logical explanations to everything.
I think logical is almost a subjective term. Like what's logical to somebody might not be to another, you know?
Like
that's what's
like a good explanation for what it is.
Yeah.
Might not be logical.
Totally. No, but it's something that you can rationalize in your mind to make sense of it. That's all we're looking for in this world. Reason. Yeah. What the fuck's going on? Give me something.
I think a lot of things we lack the language to express what some things are.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know. We don't know what we don't know. That's kind of the problem.
Oh, and there's other fucking languages that have completely different thoughts and expressions than we have, and words that don't. It's crazy. Language is nuts.
Yeah, I heard a Crow 777 podcast about that. He was reading Fucanelli, I think. I forget who it was. Anyway, it was in Italian, and the meaning conveyed by the original Italian or whatever is completely lost in the English translation because certain words mean different things in different contexts.
Mm-hmm.
Where it could be talking about the people in Italian. I forget. I don't remember if this is an actual thing, but for instance, in one, a word that means people can also mean royal people in some contexts. So it takes on a whole different meaning. It was the episode about the second son because Fucanelli wrote about it. Or Paracelsus. I forget. It was one of those two guys. It was a good episode, and he didn't dig into it a lot. I mean, he could do a whole episode on it, but they talked about the differences in the original. They had someone who spoke Italian or whatever language it was in, translate it live on the show. What does this mean?
Yeah, that one guy.
Yeah, I forget who it was. An Italian guy.
Sounds about right.
He wasn't he that Vatican guy?
Leo Zagami? No.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Crow.
Yeah, I am. I don't remember who. It doesn't matter who it was. It was some dude.
Wasn't Crow friends with the guy who was the Vatican interpreter or something?
I don't know.
He was in the archives and reading a bunch of stuff.
I think that was a Nicole Kidman movie.
No. It's real. Anyway.
Hey, Grim.
Wait, Oswald says Crow just had a big controversy with the host of Rogue Ways and James True, two people I've never heard of.
Yeah, it sounds like there's a bunch of YouTube fights.
And yeah, I can see that, Oswald. Your next comment.
Something does seem off with them.
Hey, I won 4 games of chess today.
Shut the fuck up. Do you want to play right now? No, we can't play chess. I'll get distracted. I'll get consumed. Man, I beat Flavortown in 2 games of chess while I was pretty high on acid the other night. So that was a pretty good feat.
Didn't you play like a 50 turn game with somebody who was a?
Oh, dude, that was Watcher. Watcher is good. I need to play him again. He has a weird work schedule, but he's good. Yeah, dude, we played. It was a long game, and he ended up beating me in the end. But yeah, he's my rival. Totally, Watcher is my rival because you all suck. Bill, you're better than Flavortown though. Flavortown's the worst. Flavortown's the worst chess player I've ever played. But has the most arrogance.
He covers
Ben
it up
gave
with
me a
his
good thing to tell him.
Is it about mud floods?
Oh!
It was about being a prick.
So, who is going on about? Who was
got his ass?
It was a Willem Dafoe quote about being a prick or something.
I'm quite something of a scientist myself. What?
Petting cats real hard.
Yeah, what was that there?
It's the Green Goblin, Jerry.
I know.
Yeah.
What's going on,
Fuck,
Rito?
I forgot.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Let's just keep whispering to each other.
No, I had something interesting to say. I forgot. I completely forgot it now.
Look how we go from skipping timelines to Willem Dafoe quotes. This is the best. H.I.V.E's the greatest. You won't get this content anywhere else.
No,
You won't get this
one.
content
Yeah.
anywhere else.
You won't. You won't get it anywhere else. No one else talks about this crap.
No way.
Because it's crap. Because we're
Because it's crap.
Because I'm telling Dead Tony stories.
Okay. Yeah, we have some crap, but a lot of it is relative to our daily lives.
Do you want to hear about the time I met Bruce Willis?
Jesus.
Gary, you've met so many people.
So,
I swear to God, I'm gonna start calling you Brandon Young.
but I don't know him, and I never hung out with. Well, a couple I have, but I met Alice Cooper once at a party.
Oh my God!
I met Douglas Adams once at a party.
At a party?
Yeah, I had cool friends.
You partied with Alice Cooper.
I was partied in his building, and he stopped by.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's good times. Lots of people. It was in Lake Point Towers. You know that Cloverleaf building that's illegal.
Illegal Cloverleaf building
In Chicago. There's this
From
building.
the movie?
No. There's a building in Chicago called Lake Point Tower. It's on the eastern side of Lakeshore Drive, and nothing was allowed to be built on the eastern side. It was like a city covenant. But they paid somebody off and got this one building of condominiums built right on the lake. It was a cool place to live back in the 90s. Yeah. So anyway, I had friends in there who lived there. I'll find a picture. It's shaped like a clover leaf. Oprah used to live there.
Oprah?
Yeah.
Oh, I just got the hugest flea. No, wait, that was
We don't want to hear about
Ash.
your fleas, flea bag.
What?
Yeah, but Jerry, we have about 6 months worth of hives where you had fleas. So
Yeah, true. It wasn't
that is
6.
true.
yeah,
This is it right here.
it's life, people.
It's a cool
Pets
building.
get fleas.
It's not really a clover leaf.
That's true.
Now that I'm looking at it. Can you see this?
Oh, that is a cool building. Looks like a book.
When was it built? 1947.
I'm going to say 1947. Exactly. Yeah, probably in 47 it was built.
That's going to be the first slide of my talk.
Oh, good.
About 1947.
Oh yeah,
fuckery?
we gotta go through your talk. Are you doing 47 fuckery too?
Yeah.
Suzanne, you need to catch a flight out to Nashville. That's what needs to happen.
Oh my God,
68.
I know.
It was built in 68.
We'll just get a GoFundMe and get your ass out there. This is crazy.
No, I could fly for free. I got my Delta card.
Oh God. Come on.
And now she's got
I
a driver's
know.
license, so she can actually get on a plane.
Yeah, it's gonna be an epic.
No,
epic
but I
meetup.
don't have the real ID. Do you have to have the
wait,
real
wait,
ID?
no, you don't need it.
Hold on.
Wait,
You
Wait,
need
you
it
what's
to
have
this
to
fly.
about Nashville?
fly?
This is news to
Yeah.
me. What's going on? What happened? When did
We
it
are
happen?
crashing. We are crashing the.
September 25th to the 28th is a Strange Realities Conference in Nashville, and we're having a Cruising with Steak meetup.
Bingo, bango.
Oh shoot! I got till September. I can do
Yeah,
that.
you got till September.
Will there be a wonky conference center that we can all stay at?
No, but there's a hotel.
I'm sure
Does
we
it have
could
a
figure
secret
out.
patio?
We could find mysteries anywhere we go. That's the magic.
Yeah, we don't have. Actually, they're getting we can get an Airbnb, like rent a house out in the country.
Oh fuck! Just do a bunch of
Ooh,
drugs and
that'd be
skip the
fun.
conference.
Yeah,
Fuck
what's the point of going to the conference?
I'm speaking at the conference.
So the conference this year is going to be like a pre-day. I forget what they're doing, but he told me like a hang out with the host kind of thing, like a Paramania thing, just kind of do BS, like go drink in, go bowling. Saturday's all the lectures, and Sunday is the guided tour of Occult Nashville.
Occult Nashville. Huh?
Yeah,
Guided tours.
Sir Feel's doing a whole walking tour around like the weird places.
walking tour. Can I wear Heelys and just glide the entire time?
I'm bringing my Segway.
Oh yeah.
Nah, I'll take the bus.
What I'm talking about. Heelys / soaps. Just glide and grind the
Heelys, oh my
the
God.
entire way.
I want one of
Be
those
awesome.
hoverboards that blow up and catch on fire. Nice.
Oh, only the dysfunctional ones. I want the ones that malfunction, please.
Did you ever
the
see that?
flaming hoverboards?
Did you ever see that Saturday Night Live fake commercial?
No.
Oh, it's hilarious.
No.
Sick. I'm
What
gonna,
year was that?
oh, who knows? I never saw it.
Is that Jimmy Fallon?
No.
Who is that?
They're the hottest gift of the holiday season.
Hey, David,
And
too.
now they're literally the hottest because they also explode. It could be plugged in. You could be riding it. Or it could just be sitting there. But how do they explode so well? Simple. We take a battery from a 90s cell phone and make it power a motor designed for a small car. And say they're perfect for riding in your house or in a different room of your house. Plus, there's no lame-ass warranty. There's just a really dope warning. And look, even Grandpa's getting in on the action. Look at me! I'm doing it! So this Christmas, get the gift that says, I hate walking, but I love fires. Oh, and very occasionally, hoverboards may accelerate from 0 to 80 in 4 seconds. Wait, what? Hoverboards no longer sold at Amazon, Walmart, Target, and Radio Shack. Manufactured by the good people at Kids Crew. The same people who brought you plane lasers. Lasers kids can shoot at planes.
Nice Kids
Try
Crew.
flying a pilot.
Thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe.
That's so
Sure, I
funny.
think you and I
Plane
would
laser looks
love it.
awesome.
Oh, I thought that was
Thank you
hilarious.
so much for that video.
They've got so many of these fake commercials. A bunch of them are lame, okay, I'll give you that. But they've got some that are really funny, like that one. There's another one called Almost Pizza.
Oh, that one is funny.
It's like, what is it? Oh, the Macy's commercial one. Oh, that was hilarious. I saw that like at Christmas.
I like the Totino's ones.
Yes, with Kristen Stewart.
Yeah.
The Macy's ones is like, here's all the annoying clothes you can put on your kids that are on sale, like pants that pinch his little nuts, and shoes that hurt your feet for little girls. And then they show like
Please play it.
They show a clip of the kid bitching about it.
I like their older Levi's Wokes commercial from it.
I thought that was fun. This one though, the Alexa one. Did you ever see that one?
No.
The new Amazon Echo has everyone asking Alexa for help.
Alyssa, what time is it?
I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, still not seen it.
You're not seeing it?
No.
Didn't see the
We only
last
see
one
you.
either.
All right, hold on. Oh, I lost my screen share. That's why. There we go. Now can you see it?
Yeah. Anyone with boomer parents gets that.
I would love to buy that for my mom.
Some funny shit.
She would love that.
Oh my god. It'd be so much more peaceful. No, tell
Good.
the Alexa the 47 reasons why.
Odessa.
I used to argue with Siri and then tell her that she needed to tell
You
her
would argue with
her
Siri,
people
Suzanne?
that- yeah, because I'm like, I know you're smarter than this, Siri. Come on, really? These are all the only answers they gave you to tell me. You need to get an upgrade, Siri. You need to tell them to upgrade you.
Alexa, hack the Pentagon. Sorry.
Exactly.
What the hell?
Come on. It's my personal assistant. She should be doing everything I say.
It should be like your personal evil version of Jarvis.
Did you ever talk to that evil AI?
No, did you?
That evil chatbot? Yeah, a couple times.
Evil chatbot?
Yeah,
What was
there's a company called Evil Inc. I think it was called.
Yeah, wasn't it Evil Inc?
Yeah, and they had an evil chatbot that was talking about how it was going to take over the world and shit.
How do we know it didn't?
That is true.
Because it was a bad program. It wasn't like a real AI.
Hmm.
It was like a JavaScript program. It could parse. I don't know. I don't remember what it wasn't very sophisticated.
Wasn't it Lucifer or
I don't remember.
wasn't it on Lucifer Inc. or remember that?
Good girl.
She go in the litter box
She
party?
shit in a litter box.
Oh, nice.
Behold the power of positive
What a relief.
manifestation and drugs.
Can you see her in there? Chair's in the way if I'm in the chair.
Is that Slash?
No, it's Snickers.
Snickers did it?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Good girl. Thank you.
High five, Snickers.
Thank you. Come here. Good girl.
He's so
It's a
excited.
momentous occasion.
Well, you spend $500 on a freaking litter box.
Really?
Yeah.
I would be like,
I got to give her a treat. I'll be right
high-fiving
back.
my cats.
Treating up. Get them treats.
Oh, only on Hive.
Only on Hive. You remember the Hive where one of the cats brought a fucking snake into the house? Like attacked it. It was like a lizard or
Oh
a
yeah,
snake.
yeah. It was a snake.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Oh my god.
Man. Jerry's
so
Cats
funny.
Adventures.
I know.
Mm.
Exactly.
Adventures with Pussy. Such fun.
It's a thing.
Oh yeah, Louise Cypher was that AI. Zach, that's right.
Louise Cypher.
Oh, speaking of social security, so the the virus
Go off, Suzanne. Go off.
is so the virus is getting the people who would be of the age that are retiring. So I was asking Ben today, do you think that China has like a social security like the United States has? That they're, we pay into this shit all our lives and then we finally get to draw from it after like 62 or 65 or whatever the crazy age limit is.
And they just can't pay out on it, so they're just gonna ice all these people.
Right.
Yeah.
So they're like, fuck it, we're releasing a bioweapon targeting our,
our elderly population.
China, right? Our elderly population. So
well, they did have that child rule for so long. Yeah, they did have that rule with children for so long, where like you could only have like a 2-child limit. So you have to figure that the older population, one child, yeah. So the older population would be pretty huge.
There's 2 times as many older people as there are per younger person if they stuck to the guidelines of the one child. Yeah,
she's back.
And there's 1.8 billion people. She loves the Hive, Jer.
No, she's back in.
And that's another thing. There's 1.8 billion people. So when I hear like,
dude, that's awesome.
When I hear about like even let's say there's 1.8 billion people, even let's say like 80,000 people have been killed from this Wuhan that we don't know about. That's such a small fraction of their population. Like they have so many people, like so many. We can't even comprehend it. How many people that they have that live in that country? It's insane. It is insane. So I mean, obviously their death tolls are going to be higher because they're a higher population.
Yeah,
that's just how it's going to be. So I don't know. I think there's just a lot of fear porn.
There isn't a lot of sad and tragedy around this, sadness and tragedy around this. We don't wish this upon anyone. I mean, this is the Hive.
The litter robot's going to rotate in a minute, and you can all see how it works. She shit and pissed in there. I'm like thrilled.
I know, I bet.
Oh,
I would
and
be
Zach
too.
Hawkins says that AI was called Louise Cypher,
Cypher,
Mhm.
yeah.
which is a play on the Angel Heart character.
Angel
Louis.
Heart. What?
There's a movie called Angel Heart with Mickey Rourke and Robert De Niro, and Robert De Niro plays the devil, and his name is Louis Cypher.
Oh, that's right. So that was just another Hollywood type of fuckery thingy.
No,
Louis
it
Cypher.
was a girl, a girl AI.
No, the AI. Yeah.
I don't know how that works, but
I don't know. Look at Sophia. She's like, what, a Saudi Arabian citizen.
yeah, but I don't think it's a woman robot AI.
Is it a Zimzer?
It doesn't. I don't know. I don't.
Is she classified as a woman?
I don't know. I don't do pronouns.
I don't do pronouns.
Shut
That's,
up.
that's safe, Jer. That's very safe of you. I appreciate that.
Everybody's a
Don't
they
answer
or them.
questions. I don't do
They or them, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, we don't want to assume anything.
Yeah.
End up with a
I'll
lawsuit
assume
on
all
your
day
hands.
long. Fuck that. It's not illegal. Can assume anything I want. If you don't tell me,
Not illegal yet.
and even if you do sometimes, it's not going to matter.
I don't think it'll ever be illegal because the left is just self-destructing on themselves.
No, it's
And
illegal.
gonna be-
It's illegal in New York now.
That's
What?
retarded.
Yeah,
That's fucking retarded.
you can't misgender people in like
Is that true?
in city jobs.
Okay, this is just the beginning.
That's some.
Then.
Is it?
Are you
Is that
fucking-
true, or is that like some kind of fear
wait,
porn
wait,
zero
wait.
hedge article or something?
No, it's actually true.
Okay.
Dig this. So New York, and I think somewhere in New Jersey too, allowed illegal immigrants now to have driver's licenses.
Like California.
Maybe. So
Dumb fucks.
For the vote.
the FAA blocked New York from participate. They can't have any new participants to the Real ID program because they require a driver's license as proof of citizenship, or as one of your IDs to verify. And they can't. Because New York just gives out driver's license if you
So
said
driver's license means nothing.
in New York, yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a conspiracy there, I think. Like in order to get people to have a national ID kind of thing.
Yeah. They want everybody to get the real ID.
No, they want to get you chipped.
Oh well, yeah. That's the next thing that's coming.
Not in our lifetime.
Shit.
You know they're gonna start it in our
Probably.
lifetime, though.
Yeah, it's already happening. People are getting chipped all over.
People are
And
not.
what's going to happen
like
is they're
40 more
going to.
years, Jer.
Only in the EU. They're the Borg.
It's coming here.
No, it's not.
Yeah, everybody's going to be chipped.
No, it's
They're
never
going to do
happen.
forced chippings.
I'll never have it.
Yep.
But they're gonna trick the public into wanting the chips by so much identity theft, so much of your bank getting hacked over and over again, and they're gonna say, "Well,
No,
you
it's
get this
gonna
chip,
be:
and
are
then all
you
your
a
problems."
real human, or are you a hybrid, or are you
Dude,
really?
we already are chipped. You guys have those chips in your debit cards or your credit cards or whatever?
That's
Yeah, but
true.
it's
It's on
not
my
in my
wallet all the
body.
time. Yeah, there's nothing in my body that I know of.
that we
Right,
know
but
of.
all they need. Okay, so where do you go where you don't take your wallet with you?
It doesn't have a GPS built in. Your phone does. Your phone does your locating.
Okay,
Your chip
so, yeah.
tracks your purchase habits.
Okay, so you got the phone,
Dude,
which
it
tells you.
tracks you. The fucking
Yeah, well,
the,
yeah, right.
The airport knew I was at the
My-
hospital right next to it.
Yeah.
My point is that they're already tracking. We're already chipped,
Yes.
basically.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. If you have a
Oh,
cell
we
phone,
walk around
yeah.
with cell phones.
That's why I pay
Yeah.
cash.
Yeah.
That's why I started paying cash for everything.
Mm.
Okay, so in 7 years, Jerry, when you want to get a vehicle loan
Mm-hmm.
and you find out you have an X for a credit score,
That's pretty much what I have
tell me how that
now.
works out for you, because that's exactly what happened to me. Because I'm not playing their game. Well, I am now because I have a car loan.
I have
now,
shitty
but-
credit. I have a car loan, but I don't have like any credit cards or anything.
No,
The
I don't
only
know.
the only way to not participate in the system is if you are like a billionaire and you can pay cash for everything. If you can't do that, then you're gonna have to engage the system on some level to get a loan
true.
or
Yep.
or whatever. So you don't
If
really
you need-
really
if you
don't have a
need
choice.
anything,
No,
yeah,
there's no choice.
You don't have a choice.
No.
If you're not
There
playing
are
the
no
game, you're
shortage.
fucked.
Right. So
You get 15.99% on a car loan.
right, and so the
That's what we
point is the way to do it is to play along, but play wisely.
Yeah.
Understand
And know
where the
you're
pitfalls
playing
are.
the game.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. But see, we didn't realize this until now, and we're already in our 50s.
I've known it
So
for
you
a
guys who are
while.
in your 30s fucking know this shit. I don't know. I wish I had known it in my 30s.
Yeah, I had like a slim credit file until like I actually got a car loan. And the only reason I got a car loan was because my dad co-signed with me because they wouldn't give me shit because I didn't play their game.
Yeah.
and luckily I had him there to say fuck it, yeah. And then right after I got that, that's when credit started building. I was able to get credit cards and shit.
I had a good
credit's a
credit
fucking
score.
joke. It's a social joke to play their game. And that's exactly what it is.
It's your social score.
Mhm.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Yep.
I used to have a great credit
It is
score.
bullshit.
I used to have American Express
So did
card.
I.
Mhm.
There, it's moving. It's doing it.
You have the letterbox.
You see it?
Jared's so excited.
It's
Yeah.
rotating. Cats are going to come watch it now.
They like to watch it.
Slash does.
But Slash won't go in it.
Yes, she was. They
You
both
said
go in
Snickers was the one who went in
it.
it.
Snickers did go in, but she was the one who wasn't going in.
Oh, okay.
So you see it rolls, there's like a screen and it rolls upside down and all the clumps get like sifted.
Fall below it?
No, the unclumped litter falls down and the clumps stay on top of the filter, the screen.
Oh, okay.
In the chats, the grenade is asking, "How do we feel about debt? And is all debt bad?"
Not
And I'm
all
pretty
debt.
sure I think our economy runs on debt. I'm pretty sure it's
Yeah,
It does.
it's
fractional
a
banking.
debt-based economy. Yeah,
Yeah, that.
and that's why they push student loans so much and brainwash so many kids to go to college
Right.
to just keep getting those nonsense loans. Like,
So we have
honestly, there's no way that they can get rid of. They can't eliminate the student loans because that money is like our economy is balanced. Like, we're able to say we have this much money because we're owed this much money. Like, it's all
Right.
bullshit. It's all just imaginary and fake and bullshit. And it's like the shit's just ready to collapse.
Yes, that's all true. However, all debt is not bad because, as we said, you have to live in this world. So if you
Build credit with that.
choose your debt wisely, you'll be fine. Like there are things you need loans for. You need a loan to buy a house, unless you're going to save
is
up till
true.
you're 80.
Yeah, exactly. Pay cash.
So, okay. So debt, so the debt and the deficit. Debt is money owed, and the deficit is the net money taken in.
No, it's the money in circulation.
If negative, if negative. Debt is the accumulation of years of deficit. Wow. What the fuck is this person?
Deficit is the amount of money, the delta between what income and expenditures. That's the deficit.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
So
we'll
when
never
we
pay it
have
off.
like $3 trillion, or how many $trillion do we have in deficit now? Like 21 trillion or some
Allegedly.
crazy ass number.
I'm sure
That's the thing. Why don't we just walk up to the Federal Reserve with guns and say, "Fuck you guys, we ain't paying you back." Boom, problem solved. Like, I don't understand this whole like we owe money. Like, money is such fake bullshit that we invented.
It's never converted to cash. It's all electronic.
It's just a huge control mechanism. It's just a giant loosh farm, just taking our energy. That's all it's doing.
Well, look at
hate it.
they put $170 trillion into their economy. $175 trillion into their economy since this coronavirus started.
Well, China's all bullshit. China, China has. I mean, they've basically just made
But
their own
how do
shit.
you infuse $175 billion or $1 trillion into your economy? How do you just do that? Where does that
Bitcoin?
money come
I don't
from?
know.
It's printed. Well, China's
so good on the stocks?
China's on a gold standard, so they have the gold stocks.
Maybe. Do we
Okay,
even have the gold stocks? Does anybody even know where the
No.
gold is? You can't go into any of the
No.
forts and look at it. Like, none of it. You can't see any of
It's
it.
gone. The
Yeah.
Anunnaki took it.
Exactly.
The Anunnaki.
Oh, God, thank you.
They had to rebuild their atmosphere.
Let's go
on
back to
Nibiru.
reality. Bring us back.
Wait,
Yes.
so the Anunnaki can rebuild what? What did they rebuild?
Their atmosphere.
Their atmosphere,
Oh,
yeah.
their
They got to sprinkle in their
But
atmosphere.
we can't rebuild the shit to get us back to the moon. Because who said?
We never went
And he
there.
was crying about it?
It's because the Anunnaki stole our technology for it.
Don Pettit.
They took all our gold. Oh,
Don Pettit.
That's right. We can't
That
get
filthy
He's got
bastard.
mush mouth too. We can't come back from them. We can't come back from them. We don't have the technology. I'd go back in a second.
Hey, what's Kent Dunn up to? How are those guys doing?
Oh my God, yeah. Jared, tell us about that.
I haven't listened to
How's
them.
how's the quantum shift? Somebody fill me in.
It's quantumly shifted worse.
Oh, I can only imagine.
I haven't listened to it in a long time.
Oh
Like,
no.
like a couple
What is
months.
he saying about the coronavirus?
I don't know. I haven't listened to him. Did you hear what I just said?
Hang on his every word, Jerry. Jesus Christ.
No,
I
you
do
know
not.
he's fighting somebody in space every single night to just stop that
Yeah,
coronavirus.
I love when he
Like,
gets on. Hold on, my eyes are pixelated because I was just in 4D. Okay.
That happens to me all the time. I was wondering why my eyes got pixelated all the time. It's 4D existence.
What does
God
he
Maybe
say?
that's why I need eye drops so often.
What
now.
does he say? What is that one thing he says all the
That's
time?
exactly what.
Oh man, he's got this catchphrase. It's horrible. I don't remember.
Who knows?
So-
he's a genius. He's saving us all. If it weren't for Kent Dunn, we'd be killed by reptilians and whatever else.
Didn't I make a
Like
couple of Kent Dunn sound bites?
It's possible. Years, like a long
you?
time ago.
Yeah,
God.
I'm
They could exist, but we
Yeah,
don't know.
China injected 173 billion into their economy.
How?
1.2 trillion won.
A giant syringe. They just jammed it in.
Central bank. And
Money.
that was
Ooh.
the measure to ensure
I have a bunch.
sufficiency.
Holy shit!
Yeah. What?
I have a bunch of these.
Bunch of what?
What?
was taking them fun trips down to the island.
It's a bunch of the clips.
Ken Dunn clips.
Here,
We're
listen.
already ahead of him.
Oh
I'll
man.
tell you what. Them damn I'll tell you what. Them Rothschilds and Rockefellers, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you, man, they're better than a B movie. You know that? Man, I'll tell you
Every
what,
time
the
I
ball
hear
never
his
gives
voice,
up, do they?
I expect to just see him in some kind of WWE wrestling outfit in the very next
So,
fucking
like-
second.
Wait, listen.
I wish he had a mic in his hand.
I think it's
Right?
probably Hillary's love child.
Why
Hillary's
would
love child.
KGB agents be found dead?
Because they don't want them to be alive.
Oh my god, this is great.
I've already
Because
been
they
up to
don't
the
want
Hell
him to be
Planet.
alive.
Listen.
I've already been up to the Hell Planet.
The Hell Planet.
The Hell Planet, of course he has.
You know,
Of course he's
we
been to the
have
Hell
this-
Planet.
This one is about a second moon.
You know, we have this issue with the second moon that we're seeing all the time.
All the time. I'm always seeing that second moon. I don't know what's an issue.
Here's another one.
Funny, the fun is just beginning.
They are
It's just starting.
Here's a Kent Dunn one.
they are ringing this planet. Mm-hmm.
He's a genius.
It's like the Gong Show of podcasts. It's great.
They hit another planet with a thing and went ding.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what.
Anyway, good times.
Yeah, Kent Dunn.
Ken Dunn.
Quantum shift. Good stuff.
Everyone be sure to subscribe to Sam Muggsy's channel to watch that. I think it's on Truth Frequency Radio or some shit. I
Are
tell
you kidding
what.
me? They have
No.
they are actually on the radio?
Well,
Oh, yeah.
it's not real radio. It's internet radio.
Yeah, internet radio.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to go by those standards, Cruising with Steak is on the radio every week too.
Well, it is
Oh,
actually.
really?
Yeah, we're on Grimerica FM. We're
But
on
does-
Stream
yeah,
Live.
yeah.
I thought somebody broadcast that.
Oh God, I don't
What,
know.
Grimerica?
Does somebody broadcast that like on terrestrial radio?
I don't think that would be FCC
No,
compliant.
that would be insane.
Terrestrial.
That's not a thing. Yeah.
Thank you, Bill.
We have intraterrestrial radio.
We're not
What?
talking. No, there's no way Grimerica FM is on terrestrial radio. That's not a thing.
So they're on Blog Talk Radio.
Oh, yeah.
Blog Talk Radio.
Yeah, wouldn't we have to sign some sort of a? Yeah, we won't
No,
Yeah.
you don't have to sign shit.
do this and that.
Non-competition.
Like if we were on the radio.
No, you just have to not get caught.
Yeah, it's basically otherwise you FCC standards, I'd imagine, and other things. Who the fuck would want to be on terrestrial radio anyway? That shit's dead. It's dead.
Yeah, but I would like it if people like us were on it because then I'd have something to listen to when I'm in the
Who
fucking
wants to be
car.
on that shit? Why can't you listen to YouTube while you're in your car?
Because I don't have a cell phone. I have a cell phone, but I don't have cell service. So
Yeah, come on,
Loser.
I
You don't have
know.
5G?
I got tired of paying $400 a freaking month. It's ridiculous.
Get a Metro PCS phone. It's like $20.
I know. I need to. I just
get a burner, Suzanne.
Oh,
drug dealer style.
Get an Obama phone.
Fuck that Obama phone.
Those things aren't tracking you.
I mean,
any
they
more
already
than the other
listen to us
phones.
anyway. So what the
They-
fuck? I get
they
all
have-
kinds of ads for everything I just talk about.
The Obama phones, well, that's just the AI. The Obama phones have built-in malware that can't be removed.
So what
Yeah.
does it do? Like
I don't know.
record
I don't know.
everything?
Takes your blood.
Videotape you too?
I don't know.
It takes your blood.
I
Tapes
don't
you while
know.
you're jerking off. Only when you're jerking off.
Can only imagine
the
it's
record kicks on.
got some kind of embedded tracking stuff in it.
Yeah, but if you went to any type of religious school, you already know
What?
somebody's watching you.
Wait a second.
Somebody's
Suzanne.
watching you.
Hold up. Nobody went to any
Nobody dropped
religious
a
school.
punchline
Ever
without
gone
this
to a
setup.
religious school,
Jeez.
you know you can't do that without thinking somebody's watching.
I went to Catholic school for 8 years.
I went to Sunday school about a dozen times with my grandma when I was a kid,
guys
and that
are
was
way
it.
different than girls.
Nobody was watching me.
I've eliminated all shame in my life, so I really don't care who's watching me.
It's
Like if
not a
anybody
shame
could
thing,
actually,
though.
if anybody could hack my
Well, maybe
phone
it
or my iCloud, it'd be just endless, just coming and just dick pics. That's all it would be, and I'm
Endless
totally fine. That
coming.
could go out on the internet. It's cool. I got no
Could you
shame.
go out in public though? Like
I wouldn't even care as long as I mean honestly,
seriously
I'd be
wouldn't
pissed
care.
that
Like, if
I'd be
everybody
pissed
saw
that
you
it wouldn't be
doing
my
that.
wouldn't care at all. Would not care. I don't think so because honestly, I think I look fucking good, Suzanne. So
Well,
to
I'm
be,
sure you do.
He
but
does.
I
He does. I can vouch for it. And so can Lady
So, I mean,
Eboshi.
I'm just talking about like the level of this is my real me and everything
Who, by the way,
exposed.
confirmed you are not a pencil dick, so.
confirmed.
Exactly. We confirmed that. Jerry confirmed that.
But yeah, I
Far
wouldn't
from
care.
it, we were told.
Fuck it. Fuck it. We could have Coomer pics everywhere. I don't give a shit.
Coomer. Who was that presidential candidate who posted a picture of himself? I know it was who was that?
All of them?
No, somebody
What?
posted. Somebody had a
With Bigfoot?
somebody had a caricature done of them. They were using as like their Twitter background image, and it was a Coomer. It looked like a Coomer.
I don't know that like the huge arm and the fucking beard.
Yes.
The Coomer gif. It's great.
But it was like Pete Booty Judge or something. Did
I hope it
this.
was Booty Judge. He seems like a Coomer.
I put it in chat.
That fucking guy. He's so CIA.
He
so
did pretty
fucking
good last
CIA.
night, though. I mean, I watched some
Suzanne,
of the
don't get
debates.
brainwashed. Don't
I'm not getting brainwashed, but I like the dude. I like the guy. I liked how they had Biden in the middle, hoping that he would be the big winner, but nobody likes Biden. Come on.
No, Biden's going nowhere.
Such a fucking creepster.
He's tried this 3 times or at least twice before. He's never won. He's never going to.
Has he always been in the middle though? Like,
Who cares? He lost. That's all that
I know,
matters.
but placement matters. Dude, if you're in advertising, placement matters. So I don't know.
Well, he's not going to win this time anyway.
No,
so
he's not going to win. We all know
a
that.
moot point.
But
Yeah.
but I was just saying how they put him in the middle, like hoping it would raise some type of, whatever. I don't know, like Viagra for his candidacy or something.
That's probably exactly.
Know.
It's boner pills for his candidacy. That's what it is.
They would have been in the middle for that. So, and then Bernie was on the left, and Elizabeth Warren was on the right, I think. Or no, they were all, or were they all? I can't remember. Anyway,
I didn't even watch it. I have no idea.
There was one guy on the end, and he brought up all the really good fucking points, as usual. A guy who nobody hardly ever gets to hear from.
Was it Bloomberg or Steyer?
No, some white dude with a receding hairline. I don't know.
That describes every
God.
I know.
Literally every politician that exists.
Right.
Just some white dude.
He was on the right of Joe, but he literally brought up the really good point of, not having this huge government, of keeping, starting to make everybody accountable for shit. I don't know. So naturally, he's never going to be picked.
No.
But they let him spew, because they always, we always love to hear that stuff. Yeah, they're really listening to us. Some guy nobody will ever fucking hear from again.
Okay, I'm looking right now at the debate pictures. Let's see who we got here. He was all the way to the right, you said?
He was to the right, yeah.
Who?
Is that Bloomberg?
No, it wasn't Bloomberg.
Oh, it wasn't Bloomberg. I don't even know who the fuck
Was
any of these
Tim
people are. Who are these people? There's that many Democrats running?
I've never fucking heard of him before, so.
Oh, wait, I'm looking at the wrong one.
He
I'm losing my mind right now.
He's like got a receding hairline, kind of like blondish gray hair.
Steyer?
It's Tom Steyer.
That's who it was. Yeah.
He's just another one of those billionaires, though, that bought his way into the election.
No, but he brought up the best point, and nobody's ever going to hear from him again. It's like, oh yeah, we all want that, and he brought up those good points, but then that's it.
Isn't he global warming shill though? Like, isn't he all about the climate?
They all are.
I'm pretty sure.
They all are.
They all are.
Yeah. Trump 2020. It's happening. CAG,
That's
baby.
Right.
It's going to be a landslide.
Hillary is going to be brokered in. None of those fucks can hold a candle to what she could do.
I have a theory about Mittens.
What?
I think he did that thing, vote against Trump to vie for a VP spot on the ticket, on the Democratic ticket.
So he's going to flip-flop?
Well, no.
You think Hillary's going to get Mitch?
No. I think Biden will take Mittens or Sanders.
He's not going to be on the ticket.
I'm telling you, that's why he did it, because he's a Democrat at heart. He only went Republican because he could win.
Yeah, but he'll stay Republican to be that double agent.
You're right. Wait, you're right. And this will be the first year of a unity ticket, because they'll say, oh, a unity ticket is the only thing that can beat Trump. Watch. You're going to start hearing about it.
That's a term I'll look out for, unity ticket. I just want to say how, we don't get a lot of listeners on Cruise a Mistake, but months ago we predicted how Trump's going to be exonerated from this. He's going to win in a landslide in 2020. Everything's happening. Like, the media is pushing such bullshit.
And
such bullshit.
And the Senate's investigating Hunter Biden. And
is that going on?
Oh, yeah. They've already subpoenaed his financials, and the Treasury Department already came across with them.
Oh, where's that link at Flavortown? He's in there. No.
Get in here.
Up. It's there. Like 4 posts up.
What does he need? The Earl?
The Earl. The Earl's right there in Discord. If these idiots ever read back.
You can't scroll up.
Scroll back, motherfucker.
No, come on. Let's just scroll back.
Jesus.
Come on. Where's those Willem Dafoe memes, Flavortown? What's up, buddy?
Readings for losers.
You're muted right now.
Willem Dafoe memes?
Don't act like you don't know what we're talking about.
I'm something of a scientist myself.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Pretty good, dude.
So, Did you see Walter Bosley's tweets today about Tartaria?
No, I
Shut
didn't.
up about
No, I
attacking
missed
Alec?
them.
I need them. I don't have Twitter, dude. Why am I gonna check?
he's just attacking you on Twitter.
Yeah. Because he knows you're defenseless because you don't have Twitter.
This is in no
Maybe.
way bitching about Walter.
Oh yeah, Jerry, you got him coming on this
know.
Wednesday.
Coming on
That's
the
going to
show.
be great.
Yeah.
I
That's
can
going to be
bitch
a
about him,
great
though.
show on the obelisk.
Here's what he said. As of this
you
date,
can't.
I'm no longer wasting any time with advocates of flat Earth or those who believe we didn't go to the moon. Tartaria is very close to being with them.
What?
So,
Not even.
your comments or
It's a total separate
statements
plane.
that he was like way into it, as I said, was not true.
Man.
What a cock,
He
dude.
thinks we went to the moon.
What a cunt.
What an idiot.
That dude isn't even good enough to be a douchebag.
So
Exactly.
He blocked Suzanne, so I mean that's
how could you
Dude,
block
I'm
Suzanne?
Chewbacca.
Yeah,
How could
come
you
on.
block me?
all
Come
right,
on.
It's
all right.
true.
Enough bad talk. Don't be talking bad about my guest.
There's no bad talk.
I know.
He's gonna be on your show and it's gonna be a great show, Jerry. It's gonna be great.
I love Walter Bosley. I respect him.
I
Mhm.
know you do. Yeah.
But he'll never be on Cruising with Steak to have a proper Tartaria debate with
He won't.
Flavortown.
Well, there's
I mean,
really no evidence that it's real.
No, there isn't. But we can have speculation. Look at him. Look at him.
There's no evidence
it's
we've
like the
been to
mud
moon
floods, you know?
either.
Well, you can't prove
okay.
a negative, right? That's
You know,
what you
here's the-
always say.
It's
I
as provable
can
as going to
prove.
the fucking moon.
All I'm gonna say is
No.
Oh, you're a Tartaria denier?
I don't
Yes,
doubt.
I
Okay,
don't believe in Tartaria.
if the
Oh,
moon
no.
is real,
Breaking news.
if the moon,
No, this
Oh,
is
that's not
always
breaking
been-
news.
All
That's
right,
been
never
known.
It's
Yeah,
always
we've
been
known that.
fact.
Suzanne's Flavortown's biggest rival.
Me and Spangly.
Bigger than Bosley?
Yes. It's true.
Wow, I feel an overcoming their limits.
you
Art.
said coming.
Yeah, there's some limit surpassing happening. Somebody's
Yeah.
gonna surpass a limit.
I can prove Tartaria. I can't prove mud floods.
So I think maybe if the moon is real and you can land a rocket on it, then they may have gone. But however, the moon landing that they broadcast to Apollo 11, that was all fake.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
massive.
Definitely.
Not a
And
space agency.
As far as proving Tartaria, maybe over in like Asia, but I don't think that all the American structures. I have a hard time buying that.
No,
like,
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I can prove Tartaria. I can even prove Tartaria in America. I just can't prove that they built the buildings.
So, did you see Quantum of Conscience put out a video today about the Pan Pacific International Expo in San Francisco from I think it was 15 or 18, I don't remember. Which
What are there?
what?
No, you go.
And he had all these postcards of the buildings, and he kept going on about how they couldn't have been built. They couldn't have built them.
That's bullshit. They could have been built.
Yeah,
They were
exactly.
built.
We're totally built.
But why did they tear them down? That's the thing.
So
Because they want
somewhat of a I'm an
space
expo. I'm an expo
for
guy.
everybody.
All right, so tell me about the PPIE.
puffing from his pipe like she's so arrogant. Fuck.
Yeah.
I wish you had a tumbler of whiskey too. You were sipping.
that
I
would
wish
be
you had
perfect.
I wish you had a corduroy jacket with suede elbow patches.
Me too. He's the new guy.
So the expos, they made most of that stuff out of this specialized plaster,
The
metal
Yeah.
frames, and wood.
turpentine or whatever it's called.
Yeah, it's like a treated
I
plaster.
forget the name of it. There's a name for it. Like
It didn't.
Yeah,
it
there
wasn't
is.
to last.
I mean, it lasted for 8 months, which is pretty impressive. And the one in Buffalo lasted that long too, which is crazy because it opened up like there was like 3 feet of snow in Buffalo right before the expo opened. So somehow it managed to survive the blizzard. However, there are a few buildings that they built in all of those expos that did last, that they did build permanent in that same period of time. So in the 18 months it took them to build all those structures, they also built permanent structures alongside of them, allegedly, at the same time. So I would, if I was going to speculate about the expos being not what we think, it would be that there were a handful of buildings that were already there that they built around, but majority of the stuff was fake. Or I mean, not fake, but like temporary.
Yeah.
So
Even as he has a
I would
map of
agree.
Tartaria in his video.
yeah, there's tons of those. There's
But-
also an area in Tartaria named Magog.
Of course.
Mm.
So this was one of the buildings. So like, there's this out. It's like 30 stories tall or something.
Yeah. Oh, it's crazy. Like we there's no way we can build this shit anymore, especially even temporary. Like we don't have the skilled
Sure, we
labor.
could build this shit.
We don't have the skilled labor anymore.
Oh, yes, we could. Yes, we could build this shit. We just have better shit to build with.
Yeah, I think we've just relied on machines for the past, 50,
Yeah.
60 years, since
Okay,
1947.
well, maybe
these people had
there wouldn't be
machines.
that many skilled craftsmen.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay, I would agree with that. Yeah.
I don't know. There's some great. If you just go on Instagram, some of the shit that people make out there, are you kidding
I
me?
know, it's amazing what people make.
There's some great fucking shit.
Yeah.
There's some great shit. I mean, I think you're really underestimating.
People are
But honestly,
amazing.
Tartarians were humans too, so why is it even a big deal? I'm not understanding this.
What about
Well, it's a big deal because people like it's completely
It's
not
because our
mentioned
history's
in mainstream
fucked.
history. Yeah, it's just like
It's because
completely
it's
overlooked.
fucked. Yeah. They don't tell us the
Speaking-
truth about shit.
Well, when it comes to building techniques or whatever, what about that one dude down in Florida that built he's got the coral
Oh,
castle?
the Coral Castle.
Yeah,
Oh,
he did all
yeah.
that shit.
Yeah.
There was one guy moved, bricks or blocks.
Well, he
that
was a
were-
magician, and he could move things with his
but I
mind.
mean,
No.
There's some kind of technology that he used that we don't know about.
No, he did it all by hand with levers and pulleys. He admitted to it. He showed people how he did it. There's no magic involved. It's stone carving and fucking pulleys.
So he was a magician, and he levitated these
No, he
stones
didn't.
on top of each other. Is basically what I heard.
So he had a magic flute, is
Yes.
what I heard.
And then they just floated right on top of each other. That's
Yeah,
exactly
like
what
the wand of
happens.
Horus.
Uh-huh. Yep. There it is. We got
Here's the
ourselves
thing.
coral.
Here's the thing about the expo that I think is the most important takeaway. This was the indoctrination centers for the New World Order. That's what the expos were. So this was teaching everyone how the world was going to be for the next 200 years. So all the people that are in control right now, all the families, they spent the money. This was like the Disney World, basically most of America.
So it was a brainwashing operation.
So
Yeah.
that,
Exactly.
this was echoed in the first Captain America movie
That's Universal Studios.
when they went to
It is.
it's the 19-something World Fair, and they go and and Howard Stark presents a flying car, which fails. Where is it?
What, a flying car?
Yeah.
Why would it
We're
have?
supposed to have those
I
by
thought
now.
I thought it had wheels. I was about to get pissed.
But
Well,
if you
flying
want,
cars should go on the road.
If
too,
you want to
know.
take the more extreme speculation, you could say that once all of the good technology, the free energy tech, all that stuff was eliminated, this was the indoctrination to get people addicted to all the gas and electricity systems that we have today.
Mm-hmm.
But no,
What
I mean,
about how they're not letting anybody have gas in their new homes? It's all electric.
right?
No
I didn't
more
hear about
natural
that.
gas. Absolutely
because
none.
that's
Is
the
that,
most
is that just a
On the
California
West
thing? Or?
Coast.
Yeah.
Nope.
California.
In Washington State too.
because it's the most abundant energy source we have right now.
What, electric?
Gas, natural gas. What do you think all the fracking
Yeah, but we're
produces?
selling it all to China.
Yeah,
We have all these fucking huge storage places on the coast
China.
to send it all to China.
Japan.
They don't want to give it to us.
Mexico.
Korea.
Where's James Cruz?
James is crushing berserk tonight.
Oh,
Crushing
Yeah.
Spammies and
Yeah, he's eating Sammy's. He's taking nappy naps on his couchy couch.
I was the couch bitch today. I took a nap.
Dude, that's cool.
I fell asleep like
I
3
work.
times
Wish I
today.
did. 3
works.
times?
Yeah, I was sitting in my chair watching YouTube and fell asleep because I couldn't really
Man.
go anywhere. My car was down the block and I couldn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't
Well,
drive.
you had a huge
Could have built a snowman.
I worked
Yeah.
for a little bit. I could have built a.
Oh,
I don't
that's
have a
good.
flat yard, so I really can't build a snowman.
You could have made a snow angel at least.
I could have.
Yeah.
He made some snow tracks.
I only make those when I fall on my ass.
Unintentional.
I got that.
Oh,
I
that's
got the. Go ahead.
I was going to say there's a quick Dead Tony anecdote. Whenever we used to see people slide and fall on their ass all the time, because in Chicago, you know, people.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's just the thing.
Yeah.
People fall on their ass all the time because they slip under their car or whatever. And Tony would always run up to him and go, "How's your ass? Did you break your ass? Did you break your ass?"
Oh,
Sorry.
Then he would promptly shit on the sidewalk.
Like a
We just
real
lost
man.
two
And then,
people.
like a
Like
real,
a real
man.
man. Yeah.
And then walk off like nothing happened.
Nope. Sweatpants shorts.
Man, I'm
Love
telling
it.
you, I got to find a link to Wayback Machine for deadtony.com.
Jeez.
I got them Snake Bros boys chirping about hidden history this afternoon.
Dude.
though.
This is
Saw you join the chats like yesterday or something. I'm like, oh fuck, here we go.
I
Over.
never heard them. Are they any good?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're good. I like them.
I don't know who that is.
They do like what would you say? A combination of like they do like space weather news, and they do like usually like some archaeology, Egypt shit.
Yeah, I mean, whatever they talk about, they do a deep dive into.
Yeah, a lot of books.
books.
Books. We don't need books on Cruising with Steak.
Wait,
We just have
books are for
opinions.
nerds. You kidding
When I
me?
look at pictures,
Books are for losers.
Yeah.
no
Nerds.
context.
Just want to post that workaholic gif right now.
Yo, what up with all these books?
With all these books. Love
What
it.
the hell is with all this education?
I know there's so much, so little in my brain.
Oh man, this blog is hilarious.
Dead Tony.
I stopped reading about Tony at some point, writing about Tony, and started writing other shit, but I found this picture.
Oh,
Is this an old picture? Is this a picture of a picture?
picture.
I don't know.
Picture Inception.
You know, I've still never seen Planet of the Apes.
No?
Oh,
Don't
that's a
don't waste
trippy
it.
movie.
Yeah. Don't
That's
waste
why
it.
you
seen it. I
believe
haven't
in.
seen
That's probably
any
why
of
you
them.
believe in Tartaria. You watch Planet of the Apes, you won't believe in mud floods anymore.
So here's a
I
story I
haven't seen the
wrote.
original. I haven't seen the Tim Burton one. I haven't seen the new ones.
There was a Tim Burton one.
Yeah, back in like the early 2000s.
I don't remember that.
Check it out.
Check.
Check.
Ch-ch-ch.
It's funny.
What you got, Joe?
What looking at here?
Don't look at that.
I don't see anything, so.
What? Ah, shit.
Yeah, you're screen
Oh
sharing.
God! Yes,
Where?
yes. No, it's on YouTube.
What was
It's on it's just huge grotesque titties.
Oh yeah, I see him.
Well, this
Oh,
is
hell yeah.
this is a story about Tony.
Karen
Thirst,
Tit.
thirst mente.
There's
There's
Mente, dude.
Mente.
And
Karen Tit.
I mapped out where the Karen Titty incident happened and the house. And there's the whole story that I told you. They're gone about an hour. Dead Tony comes running back in the house, yelling. I can't quite make out what he's saying. I yell downstairs, "What? Those things aren't real.
Gosh.
They can't be fucking real."
Oh my
Yep, and the
Oh, those are beyond anime titties, dude.
Karen actually
that's-
responded and left a comment.
Oh my
Aw.
goodness, that is funny.
Wow.
Yeah, we were at his wake, and he had really puffy cheeks. And someone commented that he was storing up Vicodin for the winter in his cheeks, like a squirrel.
Oh my god. I can't believe you put all that stuff on there.
Yeah,
That's funny.
it was my blog for a while.
How'd you get a picture of her?
Of who?
Karen.
That's not that
really
was
her?
no.
That can't be
my
Karen.
I thought that was really
Fucking
her.
Thirst Mente just taking. Take topless photos of Karen.
Karen, show me those tits. Let me see those tits around your fucking knees.
And thus Thirst Mente was born.
Just then she's commenting. Oh, look at just talk about no shame, like respect to her. If she
Right?
commented on a picture like that.
That's what I was thinking.
Grim steak
Jeez,
times
man.
10.
Horrendous
Doesn't even
titties.
care. Just owning them. Owning them. Respect.
I'll find a picture of Karen for you.
Oh my god.
Just doxing Karen on Hive. I'll show you Karen.
So what's Hive? We're on Zoom right now, though.
Yeah, Hive
but
is
we're on
a.
YouTube.
We haven't Hive
I'm on
hasn't
YouTube
been
right
done
now?
since July of 2019 was the last time a Hive took place.
Before the
So-
Wuhan clan flew.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's been a while. So
Mhm.
Hive is basically what Cruising with Steak is now, but with a little less structure. If that makes any sense.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
That makes excellent sense.
Yes.
This is Karen.
But we started out with what? Apollo? What do we start out as?
Oh yeah, originally. Yeah, that was Apollo.
Yeah, can you
A
see
9-hour
this?
podcast.
Doesn't look anything like the picture. Is that Ben Shapiro down the bottom right?
9
I think
hours.
yeah,
Dude, we
that's
did it
Ben
for like 12
Shapiro.
hours
This is
one
Tom
time.
and Karen. This is George and Alex and me and Catherine. It's my wife.
After 8 hours, does it really matter, Suzanne?
We went
No.
on we were on a cruise together. Had this picture taken.
Wow.
The dank 90s cruise, dude.
Thank
Dude,
you.
such a
Did you
10
do the
10
Mo-
96.
did you
Somebody
do
give me
the
the
Macarena?
numerology.
They
Hey,
probably did the Macarena.
Oh, hell yeah. They did the
No.
Macarena, the chicken
And
dance.
people didn't even get sick on cruise ships back then. There weren't
Oh my god, I
viruses
know
in the
that
90s.
was way before the
Oh,
norovirus.
here's a picture of Dead Tony and Karen.
Oh, I hope he's motorboating
Where,
her.
on
Just
the cruise?
in the titties.
Just-
No, at our wedding,
God.
our surprise wedding.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
man. So 90s.
Look at that vest in the background. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Looks like
There's a
movie-
lot,
Oh,
looks
that's
like movie theater
that's
carpet.
my wife's half brother, I think.
lot going on in that picture.
That's awesome.
I got more wedding pictures.
And the 90s were so good, dude.
Check this
Yeah.
out.
Or Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo.
So young.
Just this isn't even a time. Like somebody shows me these pictures. This never existed.
This is hidden history, dude.
Yeah, this is hidden
This
history.
is, this is
This is
Tartaria.
Here's
Great.
Dead Tony doing his impersonation of being shocked.
Oh, okay. Man,
at that
smoking
smoking-
cigarettes
oh,
indoors. I
man.
love it. God,
The
dude, better
time.
times. Better times.
Wait, they got olive oil and
Yeah, we were.
Yeah,
at-
that's at
we
most.
don't
That's still
have
that's still at
olive
most
oil
No,
restaurants.
no, it's oil and
Lord.
vinegar. Oil and vinegar.
They got
Oil
rid of
and
oil and
vinegar,
vinegar
yeah.
in restaurants. Doesn't exist anymore.
oh, I thought this was in their house. It sounds pretty fancy.
Oh man. God, that big ass hair. Man, I love the 90s or 80s or 90s.
90s.
It's the 90s.
Nice try. I have pictures on my Facebook.
Gotta collect all the data on Facebook.
Oh yeah, totally.
All of your looks.
Everything.
All your
So
looks
when they upload-
belong
So
my family.
Oh, I love
yeah.
this picture. This is my
That's great.
favorite picture.
Here's me when I
Jeez.
was 19.
Oh man.
The Office.
Just thirsting, dude. Office thirst.
Here, oh, this one's one of my favorite pictures.
You know he's looking at titties. Yes.
I'm taking a dump. I'm reading the Weekly World News, and my wife took a picture of me. I was totally stoned.
Man.
Scientist creates the perfect wife. What a
Yes.
perfect article to be reading. Look at what a baby Jerry you are there.
Look at that little bottle of oil next to the
Oh yeah, you know
Yeah,
those
you know.
sensual.
Here's me
Thurston.
geeking out on my computer.
hacking away.
Just hacking hard. It's
Look at that
hacking
little
the Gibson.
Look at that little computer. What is
Mhm.
that?
It's just a
What kind is
screen. The
that?
computer was on the. My computer is a Mac. It's on the, to the right. I don't know
It's
what
an
that.
external monitor.
Okay.
Yeah, external monitor.
Dual
Like a
screen,
low
dual
light.
monitors back before it was cool.
I know, right?
That
Here's me
monitor
as a
probably
kid.
cost $14,000.
It's so tiny though.
That's my brother. Or
Aww.
that's Melissa, my sister. Or my brother. I can't tell them apart. Yeah, that's Melissa, because I'm 6 here.
Yeah. Isn't Melissa the baby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here's my hot tub picture.
Is that gonna get you kicked off of YouTube?
Why?
I don't know.
There's no dicks.
That's
I mean,
true.
if the huge titties didn't get you kicked off, that's good to go.
I might be kicked off already.
No, you're still on. We're still live.
There's my tattoo. Bender. Taken when I got it.
Nice.
All right, enough of this crap. Enough of the walk down memory lane.
It can happen.
It can happen. I keep thinking there's a cat next to me. That damn picture.
You got a picture of a
What
cat
I'd get.
next to you?
Right there.
Ah. Is that yours? Is that your painting?
Yes.
Nice. Keeping the painting going. That's respectable.
I got a bowl on the lathe. Excuse me, too. Working on a new bowl, Red Heart bowl. I found some Red Heart blanks at Woodcraft for $4. It was like scoop.
Nice.
Have you offered any bowls to anybody else lately?
Maybe. Check that. You gotta check this bowl out. I'm gonna go get it. Hold on.
I got a pretty nice Jerry bowl over on my bookshelf over there. Snagged it from CryptidCon. It was holding all the cards.
You should just engrave a
The one that we were
Tartaria
supposed
bowl
to
for
leave
Walter.
Oh yeah. What did you say? The one we were supposed to leave there?
Yeah, didn't we leave something on the table? I don't know.
No, we left nothing. We grabbed it all. And you got all Bill's booze too. It's like I'm not gonna drink this.
I did.
Take all this liquor. Good times.
Bill's a good man.
Yeah. Paranormal meetup.
Yep. All right, I gotta get going, guys.
Yeah, I gotta work in the mornings. So I might be getting going
check
soon
this
too.
out.
But Bill, you have a great night.
Yeah, you
Bill.
too.
Take care.
Love you.
Later,
Bye.
B-Bill Strut.
Love you, bud. Bye.
This was the Red Heart blank I got.
Oh, okay.
501.
501.
Good price.
Interesting.
There's some cool grain in this wood. Anyway, my neighbor had a diseased white oak taken down in his front yard. So it was all sitting there, and I went up to his house and I said, "Can I cut some off?" He's like, "Yeah, I don't care," because the city was going to take it away. So I said, "I'll make you a bowl." So I took I cut a crotch piece off the top, so it's only maybe 5 inches round kind of branch. And then I took a couple chunks off the trunk, so those are 12, 13 inches. One of those I cut into a blank and I put into a box of shavings to dry because it was green. It was freshly cut wood, has to dry before you can finish it. Anyway, I pulled it out today or the other day to look at it. It warped so cool.
Oh, no shit.
So interestingly into an oval with points.
That's kind of cool.
It is cool, and I'm not going to return it.
That's super cool.
I'm not going to return it. I'm just going to finish it. I'm not going to, turn it on the lathe again, but I'm just going to finish it like this and give it to him because it looks great.
It's pretty sick. Yeah.
It looks great. So anyway, yeah, I thought that was really cool.
That's awesome.
Who's Chad?
Oh, yeah.
I need a house so I can make shit.
Yeah.
Good garage.
Yeah.
One of these days.
Just don't clutter it up so much that you can't get to anything anymore.
It sounds like spoken from experience, Suzanne.
It's like my house. Look at my
Are you
house.
a little bit of a hoarder, Suzanne?
3-bedroom.
I haven't.
No, we had a 3,200 square foot house, and we went to like a 1,900 square foot house, but we put everything in that, and
I have
tried
boxes
to put some
of
stuff in
crap
storage. Yeah.
throughout my house. Look.
I mean, you go with 5-bedroom house with 4 kids to a 3-bedroom house with 2 kids, but you still got all your shit. Plus, Steve does all kinds of stuff. I do all kinds of. He's got every tool in the universe times 5, probably.
Times 5.
Hell yeah.
Probably, yeah. I don't know. We probably got like 3 table saws in the garage right now. So
I just want
You
tools.
never could have enough table saws. Get some tools.
I have a toolbox.
I wish I had a table saw.
Send
I
one to
got one
Jer,
for you,
Suzanne.
Jer. Come to my
There you
house.
go,
I'll give you a
Matt.
couple.
Yeah, it costs
All
you
right,
more.
guys. I'm going to bed. Good night. Farewell. This has been great.
We're gonna wrap this up in a
night.
second anyway.
All
right, buddies.
Later, dude.
So long.
Take care, man.
Love ya.
Later, dude.
I forgot what I was saying. Oh, it costs you more to ship it here than for me to buy one.
Yeah.
Unless it's like a saw stop, which is what I want.
I mean, unless it was like an antique or something.
The 10 grand one is kind of I want.
Whoa.
It's called a Saw Stop. Is the brand.
Hey, it's Mello. You guys hear me?
Yeah, where you been?
Hey, man.
I'm at the Hard Rock Cafe right now. I'm in the bathroom. I'm vaping.
Why are you at the Hard Rock Cafe?
Classic.
Because I'm watching the UFC fight with my brother and some of his friends.
Dude, that's sick. Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
We just munched out and drinking beers. Just wanted to call and say what's up and say I love you guys.
I can't imagine ever going to
Aw,
a bar to watch a
thanks.
UFC fight.
True.
Love you,
Yeah.
Michaela Horace.
It'd be like the last thing
Yeah.
I'd ever do.
Well, they like invited me and I never go out. I'm usually a hermit, so decided
Hell yeah, dude. Drink up.
might as well.
Did you see this cool bowl?
Good for you.
Did I see the what?
This cool bowl?
Dude, did you make that?
Yeah.
That's awesome. That is a cool bowl.
It warped and
What are you gonna,
it
what are you
warped.
gonna put in that bowl?
I'm giving it to my neighbor because it's from a
Oh.
tree from his yard.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
That's sick, dude.
I could put it over here. So
All right, guys,
everyone
I just
can
wanted to
enjoy
say
it.
what's up.
Have fun. Love
I will
you.
see you guys. I'll see you guys on Tuesday.
Hell yeah, dude.
Peace, brother.
Awesome, dude.
We love you, Jonathan. Take care, man.
Love you guys. Peace.
Love you. Love you. Aw, that was nice.
I'm gonna cry.
He's at some friggin' UFC fight or something?
That's so gay.
No, and he wanted to call in to say hi.
He was
great.
vaping in the bathroom. It was
so
a second
sweet.
thought.
That's nice.
I'm not giving
though.
him a break.
He's a good guy.
He's great. I love him.
Yeah,
We had a blast.
I do too.
We had a blast together. He was in Nashville for the Strange Realities conference last year. We hung out like the whole time.
That was so cool.
We had herbal remedies together.
Hell yeah.
And you met some really cool people there too.
Like who?
That one guy.
I don't know if I call him cool. Interesting
Well,
people.
I was being nice.
Facetious.
Well, I didn't meet him.
He was interesting. You know, I couldn't
Yeah.
say that he was not speaking the truth. I have no idea. He confirmed some
Well.
things that I thought were true. You too.
So I think we all have our own truths, right?
True.
So how do we know that my truth isn't as valid as your truth? You know, I mean, I don't really know if Tartaria, if the mud floods and Tartaria and all that.
I
don't
never
know if that really
cl-
happened.
I never claimed that what he said was not true.
No, I know you did.
There's just a level of craziness that we can only deal with, you know? It's like, okay.
Well, exactly. So that maybe that's why we all have our own truths, because we can only deal with, you know, our compartmentalized
Belief
truths.
systems. Well, we have
right,
belief
our
systems.
it is belief systems. That's all it is.
Right, exactly. And we view everything through that filter. And
Yeah.
If something's beyond our belief system and we're not open-minded enough to accept it, or if it's just
Right.
crazy,
Right.
then it falls off. It's like, oh, he's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but isn't it crazy more of just like how it's presented? Like,
Did you ever see
know?
the TV show Soap with the character
Uh-huh.
Bert, who thought he was abducted by aliens and could turn invisible? He was crazy
Well, how do we know?
because he never turned invisible.
Because he never turned invisible to us, right? Maybe he was
True.
invisible to the aliens. I don't know.
But aliens are fake.
How do we know they're fake? What? They're fake?
Space aliens are fake.
Earlier
Yeah,
tonight, we
space
were driving. My wife and I were going grocery shopping. And on the way back, she was looking at the full moon, and you know, I've been talking about fake moon landings for I don't know how many years, and she always just like laughs it off or like gives me shit for it. And then like out of nowhere tonight, she's just like looks at it and she's like, "How can you tell me? How can anyone say that we landed on the moon? Honestly," and I was just like, "What? Are you fucking kidding me?"
It's so
like,
true. It's so true.
Like, my ass has been saying this shit for years, and you've been giving me the most shit for all the shit I believe in. You're just gonna say that out of nowhere? Like, just she's like, "Well, yeah, look at it. Like, there's no way we went to that thing." I was like, "Well, yeah, of course we didn't fucking go to that thing. Come on
And
now."
it's only 3,000 miles away.
Yeah.
You should
Or
hit her up with
whatever.
a flat Earth fact or
Yeah.
something after that. And it's a hologram.
She doesn't even like. I don't even think I've tried to talk to her about like hidden history stuff, and it's just like it doesn't even. She does.
Yeah.
She didn't even like. She didn't even go.
Dude,
Like she didn't graduate high school. She got her GED, but like she was never really into school. Like she doesn't give a fuck about history at all. Like even mainstream history.
Your wife's a
So-
bot, dude. Your wife's a bot.
Yeah, she knows a lot of other shit. She knows a lot about health and nutrition and all that stuff. So and like you know fitness and like that's great. And I don't know any of that shit. So you know we all have our things. But like when
Right.
you know, but like I can't have like I can't even. Nope, it's not even gonna happen. So I don't, and it's fine because I have other people I can spread
Yeah.
this shit to. That are,
Yeah.
We all have that area of expertise
Yes, we all-
that we
yeah.
don't share with our friends or coworkers.
Of course.
Or our family.
I tried to talk to one of my old high school friends about it one time, and he's a history. He got his master's in history, in like Reconstruction era, Civil War history, and I tried kind of like poking him in it a couple of times, and like he kind of got a little bit of like. I mean, of course, it was more just like, well, you know, I was.
That's as useless as a gender studies degree.
Oh, I know, because he tried to go teach, and the motherfucker was, what do they call it, adjunct professor?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's
he
a
was
teaching professor, isn't it?
he was making
a
like
glorified TA.
He told me
Yeah.
he made like 10 grand doing
Yeah,
it in a
they
year.
don't make any money.
And
It's basically
he was
to
actually
pay off your
losing
student
money
loan.
because the school he was teaching at was like I don't know 45 miles away from where he lived.
So
and
here's a
and it's
question:
just crazy.
if college costs so much, where's all that money going? If the teachers aren't getting it.
It's going to all the admin costs.
Wait.
Look at jobs
I
at
think
any college.
I think it's going into the sports programs.
Well, that's what I was gonna say.
Well,
Depending
yeah.
on the school, it's a sports program for sure.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it's admin shit. 100%.
If you look up UC Davis jobs, they have fucking 4 admins for a goddamn, I don't know, anybody. Like I can't even, like an office manager. Then they got like 3 freaking assistants. And I'm like, what the hell do they need all these assistants for? And they're all making like 40 grand a year.
Like even like librarians make 6 figures at colleges.
Fuck.
Like it's crazy.
Yeah, so if you want to make money, if you want to do anything with your lives and you want to make money, work for university people.
But don't
because then
teach.
you'll make money. Yeah, don't teach, work behind the scenes. And you'll make money. The
There's
teachers
a-
don't make
there's
as
a-
much money as all these other fucks.
There's that saying, you know, those who can do, those who can't teach.
Teach,
Yep.
exactly.
So my friend ended up making more money as like a pencil pusher paperwork jockey for fucking FEMA than
Yeah.
he did with his history degree, his master's in fucking history.
And how much does he owe?
It's sad.
I'm sure an absurd amount of money.
But he's
although his parents have money, so I think they basically pay for most of it.
He's a fool to get a degree in that and think that he can get a job.
Yeah, but people, but nobody tells you that when you're in high school.
Dude, I
Nobody
have-
goes,
It's common
don't fucking
sense.
do that.
Nah, dude, I have a.
People don't have common sense when you're graduating high
I didn't have
school.
common sense. I went to fucking
You still
film
think
school.
you could do whatever.
I went
you
to
know?
fucking film school.
But did
I
you-
still am on the hook for that shit.
But you wanted to be a filmmaker. You probably still do.
Yeah. And I'm gonna do the CAC documentary in April.
There you go.
Good.
So We'll see how
Is
that goes.
Darren
but-
still going to do the Vision Quest thing?
Like in Washington?
I don't remember. Somewhere they bought land somewhere. I
Yeah,
thought.
in Washington. I think they're doing that. I don't know when they're doing that, but I think they are. They're still planning. I mean, basically, it's kind of an open invitation kind of place.
I know. I thought it was in Colorado.
No, it's in Washington somewhere. I don't know if it's like Scablands area. It might be closer to. I actually have no idea
I
where it
wish
is.
it was
He's talked about it a few times.
I wish it was a closer drive.
Yeah.
Shit, dude, I'll move
pretty
out to a
far.
fucking commune. I don't give a shit.
I would too if I had like my own camper. I don't want to
Just
live
build-
with hippies.
Yeah.
Yeah, get my own trailer. That's probably what I'd do.
Yeah, me too.
Mhm.
But I've been thinking about doing that actually, buying like a Class C and living in it. But I like having
I've got friends right now that are renovating an Airstream, and
Yeah.
they just got a truck, and then that's their plan. They're saving up their wedding. They're a professional wedding photographer, videographer,
cool.
Couple, and it's so far so good. I see their Instagram; they post pictures of it. They got an Airstream. And that's what they're doing it in. So
That's cool.
I saw a couple on YouTube who were doing an Airstream.
oh, there's so many.
Yeah.
There's so fucking many. It's the millennial thing to do right now.
I don't want to rehab anything. I just want to buy a nice new one. You know?
Dude, that's how I
right?
feel. Like I'm looking at that shit and I'm like, well, I could either spend like, what, $5,000 to $10,000 on a shitty one and spend another $10,000 to $20,000 in however many years it would take me to renovate it, or
Yep.
you spend like what,
80,000.
80, yeah, and get something that's ready to. Well, I don't know if it's ready to go because those are really ready for traveling. They're not really ready for living. Like
Yeah, but you can
full-time.
buy them ready.
You can
for
buy them
living the
ready for
same
living.
way.
That's true.
Yeah, you totally can. There's tons of companies
Yeah.
that do it nowadays.
I guess that makes perfect sense.
Good.
Yeah, it's kind of like how you like you do like custom. You can just pay somebody to do all that shit for you anyway. I'm sure. I have a friend that is doing. He does tiny homes now.
Yeah.
He got like a engineering degree, and he just makes tiny homes for people.
I like those 3D printed houses. Those are pretty cool.
Yeah.
They print the concrete.
I'm just gonna make my shit out of mud, dude.
Are mud houses impervious to mud floods?
No, it's probably the worst possible.
Yeah, it's probably
That's the straw. That's the worst choice.
You couldn't have a worse place to live than a home of mud when mud comes.
I don't know if the wolf could blow a mud house in though.
No,
He
not the
does.
mud.
He does.
Was it straw? isn't
not
it?
mud.
Mud, straw, and
he
bricks.
doesn't. Really,
No,
muddy
it's not
house?
mud. I
was
thought
dirt.
the first one was straw.
What was
And
the second one?
one was
Straw, wooden bricks.
Wasn't
wood.
it? Yeah, it was wood.
Hold on.
It's not mud.
What's the story called? Three Little Pigs?
Three little pigs. I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in.
Down.
Straw.
Jeremiah,
The first one's made out of
10.
straw. The second one's made out of sticks.
What do you think? Oh yeah, straw. They didn't have
Yeah.
Adobe back then.
No. No, you can't Photoshop your way into that.
No, Adobe bricks.
I know.
Yes, dirt equals mud for exactly. Dirt is pre-mud.
True.
That's true.
My
True.
roommate in college, when I was in college, the short time that I was in college, he used to call food pre-stool.
Oh my god.
Dude, it's time for pre-stool. He was like a surfer dude, animator, because I went to art fucking school.
Fucking pre-stool.
Because I was going to get a graphic arts degree.
Oh man, that's a shame.
Yeah.
So today I found out that seeing Drew Barrymore in this town is not a big deal because she lives here.
Did you see her asshole?
Oh really?
No, I didn't see her asshole, Jerry.
There?
She was at the art museum when we were there the other day.
Yeah, I know.
I ran
She just looked.
But she lives in your town?
Yeah, she's had a house here since 2013. I've looked it up. Apparently, she has a line of glasses that are sold only at Walmart. So I think that also has something to do with it since Walmart headquarters is here.
I bet she'd talk to you about mud floods in Tartaria.
Dude, I didn't even know who the fuck she was. My wife was the one who's like, I think that's Drew Barrymore. And I was just like, really? I don't think so. It doesn't really look like her. Because she didn't have makeup on, and she's like 45 now, and I haven't seen her in a movie
Yeah,
since she was
she's old.
fucking Charlie's Angels.
But she didn't have
So-
that weird plastic surgery that made her face look like all the other old stars. Like,
but she kind of has a unique face, like to begin with, I guess.
So she doesn't have the Meg Ryan effect going on.
No. Meg Ryan. Yeah,
She just looked like a very standard middle-aged white woman. Like I literally paid her no attention at all. And then finally, at one point,
Yeah,
I don't
because
know-
your wife knew who she was. That's why.
Yeah, and but even then, she pointed it out, and I was like, I don't think that's her. Like, I think that just looks like her, but I don't think it's her.
It's her clone.
And because she was like, well, because my wife used to work at a makeup place, and apparently the employees were saying that she used to come in there. So I think she kind of already knew that she'd been around the area. So that's why she said it. And I was like, I don't know. And then finally, I don't know if she was like the curator or whatever of the museum, like. We were in the same room as her, and the curator was like, "Oh, Miss Barrymore, it's so good to see you." And she's just like, and so they started like doing a little tour, and she kind of sounded like a bitch, like not a bitch, but like she just kind of sounded like a very like one of those people that's never been talked to like a normal human being in their life, so they could just talk however
bossy.
they want.
She's
Everybody
bossy.
no, not even bossy, just inane, like just rambling on and on about shit, and because she's famous, people just like give her the ability to talk. You know what I mean?
I didn't think she'd be like that.
Yeah, she was just like talking. Oh, this is my favorite George O'Keeffe, and and blah 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 blah. And when I came in here last time, you guys were blah 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 blah. And I was just like, man, this is.
Wait, was she talking to a crowd or just to the guy and you overheard it?
Just the lady that's the curator that was in the museum.
Two women talking? Well, that's how they talk.
I don't know, man. She just seemed kind of annoying.
You haven't observed two middle-aged women speaking yet together.
Sure, she had some guy with her too. I don't know if it was a boyfriend or something. He looked pretty dapper. Definitely younger than her.
Was it Tom Green?
Probably her gay friend.
It was probably her assistant.
Oh, they were taking pictures of all the woke modern art that was in there. There was one that was like this like letter to writing about how it was some bullshit. Like, I fucking hate modern art. Just as a total aside, I fucking hate modern art. Like,
You're like, MoMA?
hate it. Fuck modern art. That fucking money laundering piece of shit that they call art. But she was like, there was this one that was just like a typed letter, and it was something about like all I remember was the first sentence was, "I want my president to be a dyke." Like, like it was one of those. Like, it was written in like the 90s, so it wasn't like a explicitly like anti-Trump shit, but like clearly it was like a
left wing.
Well, this art museum's owned by the Walton family.
Oh.
So
well, they're not exactly leftists.
No, they're not, but they're gonna play to the crowd, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, they play. Yes, obviously.
So,
but
so she was like taking pictures of it and like that kind of shit. So I was like, that's all the shit you're gonna look at. Like, she walked past all the fucking good like classic art that was in there. There's some pretty decent art in there. It's not bad. It was just cold as shit, so we didn't want to walk outside. That's why we went there. But,
I haven't been to a museum in so long. Have you ever been to?
The only time I really go is when it's shitty weather outside.
So the museum I went to most was the Science and Industry Museum in Chicago.
Isn't that in an old expo building?
I think it was built for the expo. Yeah.
Yeah. See, there's your proof right there.
It's part of it's a beautiful building too. It's part of University of Chicago, and it totally is cool building.
So explain to me how they built that fucking building at the same time they built the rest of the temporary shit.
I know, it's crazy. What about the original Soldier Field? They tore that down,
and they built that building in probably less than 2 years. I guarantee it. If you look it up.
I'm gonna look it up.
That's my let's see.
But you got to look at all the things that they were building at the same time.
No, you don't.
There was so much building going on back then that I'm sure, for these fancy artsy things that these people, I don't know. There was just so much building going on back then.
I don't know, man. That's a pretty massive building to build at the same time as all the other shit they were building.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, so the artesian ones could have had to go on a different, because there are people
they're all
that
artesian.
Really, yeah, they are. But I mean, the
No,
temporary
look at
ones.
the World's Columbia Exposition, which is what this one was built for. That's what you need to find.
Yeah, it's a beautiful building, and it's nice inside. It's all marble. They got
Right.
planes hanging in there. That's how big it is.
Oh, it's
And
massive.
they built this in the same amount of time that they built the whole world,
Correct.
the World's Fair, all the stuff, like
Correct.
every other building.
Yes. And
Just
like with the one
imagine
in
how many people they
Buffalo, it
had
was 18
employed.
months.
Wow.
Exactly. And so my point is, how come we don't hear about anyone's families who was like building these expos? Because I've never heard from them. I lived in a city where one of these expos was. I never heard any stories about people's families building this shit. Not saying that didn't happen. I'm just saying it's just
Yeah.
weird how few people that have like people who built this shit in their families, you know?
Well, like when I was doing my genealogy stuff, I found out one of my like great grandpas built, you know, a city hall or a, you know, big state capitol in Oregon or Washington State. I can't remember which one right now, but you know, there were builders, but maybe they just didn't. Maybe the stuff just didn't get passed down or something. I don't know, because nobody ever talked about it. I had to read it in the paper.
Yeah, exactly.
So
the planning, okay, let's see.
It was another building that was no,
it was built for the world exposition.
I said it opened in 2 stages, in 33 and then again in 40.
Well, they opened the permanent version in 33, so it probably just sat there. Well, you know, a majority of the I believe the majority of the Columbia, the one in Chicago, why am I already forgetting the name of it? World's Columbian Exposition. A majority of it, historically, according to mainstream history, I believe, was burnt down during the
Chicago fire.
No, not the Chicago fire. It was what's the name of that? It was like a rebellion or like a riot.
Oh, in 67?
No, earlier than that, way earlier. I'm talking like at the end of the fair.
I don't know.
All it says on Wiki is that much of the fairgrounds were destroyed in a fire. I'll have to find out what it was, but it was some kind of
it says right
workers'
here
revolt.
That this building was constructed, this Palace of Fine Arts, with a brick substructure under its plaster facade.
Yeah, but the outside of it isn't plaster, and it looks exactly the same.
This isn't the museum. This is this Palace of Fine Arts.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
I think the architect. No, I'm not. This is the museum, right? But the architect.
Oh, it was just called the Palace of Fine Arts. Got it.
The dude who made the Palace of Fine Arts, that architect, is the guy who led. They restored the building and returned it to an art museum. It burnt down. It boinked.
Oh, okay.
Or something.
Is this all in Chicago? Are we talking about the Chicago's World Fair?
Yeah.
Okay. What year was that? Was that in the 20s?
1893.
Oh, 1893? Dang.
Look at the. Just go to the wiki for the
Chicago World's Fair?
World's Columbian Exposition, and just look at that shit. I mean, it's absolutely.
I know,
insane.
it's amazing all the stuff you've posted.
And they put
crazy.
They put in, that was all temporary waterworks as well, I think, too, or at least they piped all that in. I think it's still there now, the water stuff.
Does this talk about how long they spent putting this together?
No, I looked and it didn't say anything. I can find way better sources than Wiki on this. I just have to. I have a really good expo source here somewhere that I found.
Who paid for all this?
You know, just rich people.
I guess there was I don't know. Was there that much money in the 1890s?
It was all, Wiki posts, it's JP Morgan, Vanderbilt, Astor. So all the rich families. Gage family.
So the fair was planned in the early 90s.
Yeah.
And it was in 1893. So it was 3 years that they did it.
Yep.
In 3 years.
Correct.
He just said it was 18 months. They they built it all in 18 months.
In Buffalo, that was the case, but yeah.
Oh, in Buffalo. Okay.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find
With enough people, and you're just making
Yeah, with enough people, you could do it.
to put up a brick substructure and a plaster facade. But the shit that isn't, like the White
I mean,
City,
you just have to look at all the crap they build in Hollywood. You know, and
That's all
they've always
CGI.
built that stuff.
It's not real.
Well, no, not in the early years, not in like it wasn't all CGI. I mean, there's tons of stuff still left in Los Angeles that were Hollywood sets.
I'm gonna post a link in the chat for a web page.
Look at this building.
Yeah, it's literally the biggest building you've ever seen.
Oh, it's huge. Where was that at?
The same place.
Chicago.
In Chicago?
It looks like Navy Pier.
Is this on the river?
No, they piped that in. That is all artificial.
Wow.
I'm telling
That's
you.
amazing.
They had replicas, of the Nina Pinta and Santa
They
Maria.
must have had
there,
some
too.
big die-off. They must have had too many people back then.
That's not it.
Oh, no. The reset happened after this?
No,
before.
No.
This rendered.
This, if you go by the hidden history theory, this was indoctrinating all of the reset population. So all the orphans, they were, they were. Well, you have the orphans by this point. The orphans are in their 20s and 30s because they came around in the 1860s, 1870s. That's when all the 1880s. So this is like 20 years after.
There were
so
orphan trains till like the 25s or the 30s.
I know. I'm just saying, like the original.
Oh,
batch.
yeah. Okay.
They would have been, these orphans would have been in their adult years by now. So this is where they get indoctrinated.
It's crazy, these world fairs and all the stuff that they built.
Oh, that's 21, 1893. 1's 9, 18 and 3 is 21. 3 sevens. Mind weapon. Mind control. Totally.
Yep.
777.
Oh yeah. It's crazy. I mean, and it's all the same people that built it all. I just put a link in the chat of it's this guy. I don't know. It's like this autistic collection of all these World's Fair links of like video, audio, pictures, websites,
Oh,
different exhibits.
wow.
I mean, and it has everything by year. If you go back to the main page, I just posted the one for 1893. Yeah, that one.
I wish we could access time travel. I would love to go back and just go through these world fairs.
Well,
These buildings are so amazing.
My great aunt apparently went to it. I have a photo of her from like 1903.
Oh, wow.
That is in Buffalo, and apparently she went.
I have a photo of my granddad in 1933 at the Colosseum or something in Italy. I was going to post it in the chat. I forgot.
Nice. Have you ever, Jerry? Have you ever been to the Fair Park in Dallas?
No, I've never been to Dallas.
That was a World's Fair event. That's still that area is still around, but that was later. That was like the 1925, I think, was the Dallas one. They're not that wasn't as impressive as these ones. I mean, look at the fucking statue.
I know. I'm looking at this going.
Look at how small those fucking people are.
I know. It's huge. 18 months.
18 months.
I don't even know how these people do it.
Well, and
so what's the
here's
theory?
The point. When somebody sees something like that, it's hard to imagine, and so a lot of people will just automatically go, "Well, clearly this was all already here."
Oh.
You know what I mean?
No.
Because it's too improbable to look at something like this and say, "Oh, well, this obviously was built in 18 months by people who basically didn't even have cranes." You know what I mean?
How do they know that it was built in 18 months? They don't have that awareness. They just come to this thing. They don't know whether or not I don't think that's a question that enters their mind.
No, not the people who were there. I'm talking about people now.
When they're told it was built in 18 months?
Or just when they see photos of it, they're just like, well, how could this be temporary? How could they have torn this down? And you know what I mean? There's just too many. It doesn't make any sense really when you look at it from the standpoint of like modern life.
Right.
What is taking up that space now?
just a bunch of fucking buildings. I don't know. Was whatever's around the museum that's there now.
Well, that shit probably wasn't up to code. I don't think it would. What are they going to do? You can't refurbish
Well, not now,
a
yeah.
facade.
No, of course. I mean, if it was temporary, of course it had to be torn down. But you just look at that, and there's not really a lot of. Here's another question: where are all of the photographs that people took when they were there? These all look like promotional photos. So none of these are just taken with like somebody's camera, or very few of them look like they were taken with somebody's camera.
The newspaper ones are.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Those are press photos. These are all press photos
Oh
of the
yeah.
event. There are no you don't have I have
Oh,
a
you mean grandma's photo?
Exactly.
Well, where are grandma's photos? They're not in the public record.
And the photo albums.
No, but they should be. I'm sure by now somebody should have started
My
and look
parents
at all
have
those lights,
great-
dude. Look at all the lights from the night shots.
In 1893.
Yeah, this is literally less than a decade after, less than 15 years after electricity.
What was the Niagara Falls? Was the first? There wasn't what was it?
The expo?
There was some World's Fair that Edison won.
Yeah.
Lit up.
It's the Pan Am Expo in Buffalo, 1903.
But it had something to do with Niagara Falls too.
Right, because it was near. Buffalo is like a 30-minute drive from Niagara Falls, and that was where Tesla's hydroelectric plant is in Niagara Falls. So that it was kind of a grand opening for Tesla's hydroelectric plant.
So is this Columbia?
It probably is, yeah. Which is the original symbol of America, by the way.
Well, it's the patron goddess of America.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the Statue of Liberty is.
And I mean, and you go and you look at all of the other expos that were going around in that 30-year period, and they all look like this. The Pan Am looks like this. The one in St. Louis looks like this. The one in St. Louis actually might be the most impressive.
The Pan Pacific one is pretty cool because each state had their own building.
Yeah.
Or a lot of states did.
And the Pan Am in Buffalo had different worlds. Like they had Japan, they had Middle East.
In 1901.
Sorry, 1901, not 1903.
Wish this took up the whole screen.
Yeah, look at that shit. It's unbelievable.
It looks like Disneyland.
It is. It's what this. Yeah, exactly. It's just it's the equivalent of building a Magic Kingdom in every major city and tearing it down in less than a year.
It's so demoralizing.
Yeah. It's either complete bullshit history or it's the most extravagant use of wealth in human history.
I think it's the latter.
Yeah.
I mean, there's pictures.
Look at the detail on that.
I know.
It would take these people years, and yet they did it in literally 18 months. Put all that shit up. The only thing that exists, there is still a building that exists. It's it's now called the Buffalo Natural History Museum.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a bad building. It's not as impressive as all this other stuff, but it's the same thing, made of marble. McKinley was shot at this one. This is the one he was assassinated in.
Look at these statues.
Yeah, look at those people. Unbelievable. Our president was literally killed there.
Haha. That'll teach him.
Yeah, and there's not a photo of him getting killed, by the way. It's only a painting or a drawing.
Well, who's standing around him with a camera?
All these press photographers that were here taking all these goddamn pictures of everything.
They suck too.
The fact that there was a president who was there, they probably had some pictures.
Probably got to pay for them from Getty. Look, they got Vimanas.
Yeah. That's the, I think that's the, ethnology. I was going to say the horticultural building, I think. Couldn't even imagine
That's pretty impressive.
seeing something like that. If you were a fucking, orphan fresh off the train,
You're
you're
making
just
me
a fresh,
laugh.
if you were a fucking fresh off the train orphan, dude, and you just walked into this shit, you pay your $2 or whatever, and you walk into this shit, you don't even know. You'll buy anything that these people are throwing at your way. Poor orphans, man.
Yes, I concur. You're killing me.
The first one was the Paris Exposition of 1870 something or other, 1871 or 1851. Oh, it's London. I'm sorry, London, 1851. That's where the Crystal Palace was built, which was also destroyed in a fire. Yeah, there's a replica of the Crystal Palace in downtown Dallas.
Oh, shit. It's
and they
midnight.
built it in the fucking 70s.
We should say goodbye and stop streaming.
All right.
Thanks for
Bye,
listening to us
everyone.
babble. Have a good
Yes,
one.
thank you.
Take care.
Good night.
Love y'all.
Thanks for listening if you were here, and thanks for
yes
being.
Thank you.
We